outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow and snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really grab me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year.
Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time of the
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore, faithful friends who were near to us will be dear to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Take a look in the 5 and 10,
Listening once again.
with candy canes and silver lanes aglow.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store.
But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that chooses the wish of Barney and Ben.
Dolls that'll talk and we'll go for a walk is the hope for Janice and Jen.
And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Now there's a tree in the Grand Hotel,
One in the park as well.
The sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start.
and the thing that will make them ring
Is the carol that you sing right within your
heart. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots.
Is the wish of Barney and Ben.
Dolls that'll talk and we'll go for a walk.
Is the hope for Janice and Jen.
And the mom and dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start. And the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart.
bring him through the front door, that's the easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses, I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Mom says the hippo would eat me up, but then teacher says a hippo is a vegetarian. There's lots of room for him in our two-car.
Ooh, Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time each year. Well, way up north where the air gets cold, there's a tale about Christmas that you've all been told. And a real famous cat all dressed up in red, and he spends the whole year working out in his sled. It's the little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. Just a little bobsled we call little Saint Nick, but she'll walk a toboggan with a 4-speed stick. She's candy apple red with a ski for a wheel, and when Santa hits the gas, man, just watch her peel. It's the little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. You don't miss no one. And hauling through the snow at a frightening speed, with a half a dozen deer with a Rudy to lead. He's gotta wear his goggles 'cause the snow really flies, and he's cruising every path with a little surprise. It's the little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time each year. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time each year. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time each year. Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time
I love those Jingle bells. Oh, those holiday Jingle bells. Oh, those happy J.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
feel like a lot of entrepreneurs have it. That fact that you truly just feel different. It's not to be disrespectful towards anyone else, but it honestly feels like you have more inside you than other people have. Like you have that weird gift, that weird potential that you could say, hey, I can do something better than that person can. I don't deserve and I shouldn't be working in that 9-to-5 jobs. I have so much inside that I want to get out. I just don't know how to get it out. And I remember sitting on my college campus bench and the bell rang and every kid was going from class to class, class to class. And there were thousands of kids going from all these different classes. And I sat there on the bench and I just watched them. I sat there and I watched every single student go from different building. And I just thought to myself, when do we learn anything different? If I'm learning the same thing as 15,000 other kids, that means I'm going to have the same result as 15,000 kids.
Makes sense.
And every single kid I know who graduated college complained about their job, wasn't happy with their salary, worked a 9-to-5, had to pay off debt. The only way to truly be successful in life is at some point for you to do something different, for you to stand outside the crowd, for you to say, hey, I don't give a fuck what someone else thinks about me. I'm going to go ahead and do it just because I want to do it.
Yeah. Drinking dope, turn me to a superhero. Yeah. Hit that pill, turn me to a superhero. Yeah. Boom, my 90, turn me to a superhero. Yeah. Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm on that dope again, I'm on that flow again, switch up the flow again, yeah. Fly in the parachute, gripping that pole again, I'm on that all again, yeah. Candy in the cup, gotta get paid, king in the streets, young mage, praying to the crowd, take it to the grave. Ain't having problems, I'm sipping the bar. Shout out to Dallas, my is a star. Get rich, better take it to war. Piss on your casket, shoot at your bra.
And we are live! Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are ready to go. And we are here at this moment for the final Christmas spectacular, special, eggnog drinking, Santa slaying, cookie milk eating, gobbling up, Christmas tree laying. Welcome back, everyone. We are here ready to go. Get ready for this day. Getting ready to see what's going to be coming on up on this day. Last day, traders. Last day right here and right now before our Christmas vacation. Now you might say, Dek, what about tomorrow? What about tomorrow, Dek? What about tomorrow? I'll let you guys know something. Tomorrow is going to be a very slow, most likely pretty dead day. The reason why it's going to be slow and dead is because we are the day before one of the biggest holidays, if not the biggest, my personal favorite holiday of the entire year. People are going to be going out and buying last minute gifts. People are going to be setting up to travel to go to grandma's. People are going to be setting up to have people come to their house. People are going to say, ooh, Christmas weekend. Tomorrow is going to be a very slow day. We are coming on down to the end of 2024. So for me, this is my last day before our little holiday break. So we want to make as much money as possible. That's what it comes on down to, team. We want to make as much money as possible. We want to trade as big as possible. And we want to be ready to rock and roll. So, what is today all about? First things first, let's just address the elephant in the room. I can clearly see that my head is invisible at this time. So maybe it's a good thing, team. If I make a bad trade, I could just bring it right over my eyes and no one can see me anymore. Kind of like an invisible, that cloak over in Harry Potter? You know what I'm talking about? Where Harry Potter would walk around the girl's bathroom. Isn't that a little creepy now that we think about it? This is the first time I'm realizing it. He again threw on that little cloak and was walking around the woman's locker room. What a weird little kid. Get that guy out of there. So, now after that, traders, let's talk about what we really have on this day. Today is going to be an extremely hot day because I think this is the final hurrah. Team, for anyone who does not know, we are still inside this trading tournament. This trading tournament at this moment, you could see I am in 7th place right now. Right behind me, I'm in 7th place, Dekmar trades via Tradecaster. Now, being in 7th place, I'm at $261,000. Now, if anyone needs a little bit of a game of catch up right now, okay, let's talk about it. If anyone needs a little bit of game of catch up, we started this tournament 2 days ago. Every single person got a $100,000 and they were able to trade it with 4x leverage to be able to get as much money as you can in the last 3 days. Today's the final and third day. So at this moment, I am currently in 7th place out of 4,000 entries. I think there was 3,900 something. So I'm in 7th place out of 4,000 entries with growing my account $261,000. Now, I need to be able to get this account up to $715,000. So if you guys are interested in this tournament, the next one is going to be at the end of January. That's the next tournament that Trade Ideas is having. End of January. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. But we want to realize it's $7 to enter and you win $2,200. I think the next one actually may be a little bit bigger. I think they're doing $15 for, again, a $5,000 return. So this is awesome because it's very little risk and maximum reward. I'm going for that $2,200 today, team. I have to somehow be able to make a $500,000 profit to catch up to this guy here. So let's think about this for a second. How am I going to be able to do this? How am I going to be able to turn $261,000 up towards $718,000 traders? Well, with 4x leverage, I will be able to trade about $1 million today worth of this tournament money. So all it takes is one trade. Now, I've also been doing some studying here. And the studying that I've been doing is I've been watching Jago. I don't know who Jago is. I have no idea who this Jago man is at this time. But he was down $300,000 at one point. I think if Jago jumps back in on a trade, he can make a mistake. And if he makes a mistake, he could easily go down this leaderboard. And as he goes down this leaderboard, I could be able to work myself up this leaderboard. Let me actually jump on over here for a second. All right, so traders, I'm really pumped on up. I'm really excited to see what's going to be coming on up over on this, but I want to be able to win this $2,200 and be able to make this money. So we are going to do it all, traders. We are going for this, balls to the wall. It's all in or nothing. You don't get anything whatsoever for coming in 5th. You don't get anything whatsoever. You have to come into 1st place. So if I again go balls to the wall and I end up losing it all today, it doesn't matter. It's, again, a $7 entry fee. If I can go ahead and go balls to the wall and win and get myself up towards $723,000, hey, let's go ahead and make this happen. So I'm really pumped on up. I'm excited for this, and we are going to try to do as much as we can to be able to come out on top. Now, it's game time. So how are we going to be able to do this here, team? How are we going to be able to make this money? Well, SMFL is the most profitable at this moment. Yes, I know the markets were falling yesterday, but we do need to think about something here, team. The markets are falling. The S&P 500 fell about 1%. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to make that much money while, again, the markets fall 1 to 2%. If we want to make as much money as humanly possible, we are most likely going to want to be trading what? Smaller microcap plays. Like this one right here, SMFL, that can make you 252%. 252% return if I put $1 million in could be able to make us a lot of money. So that's what we're more looking at. We're more looking for a lot of these quick little penny stock rips and runs, and we'll be all set, ready to go. Now, also a little side note, if you are not a fan of any of these tournaments, please be aware the next tournament is not until the end of January. So starting on up in January, we will be trading real money, real cash, week 1, week 2, week 3, probably week 4, we will do another tournament, which is going to be fun. They're not every single week, they're about once a month. So anyone can be able to join them so that you guys are all good here. But I'm going for that $2,000 today. So as we can see, SMFL is the #1 top gainer in the stock market as of now. It's up 265% or 254%, has less than 1 million in float, and I don't believe there was any sort of news on this play whatsoever. So SMFL, let's just kind of double check this here. No news on this play whatsoever. It's just an extremely low float. Traders, how you can always think about this and make it very simple and very easy for yourself is the lower the float, the easier it can get pushed around, okay? So when you have a very low float, you have a very low supply of shares. We all hear the old saying in economics, when you have low supply and high demand, prices increase. When you have a limited supply of something and everyone wants it, the price is going to increase. Everyone wants SMFL, but there's only 733,000 shares. So the price is increasing dramatically. And that's what's making this play so great. That's what's making this play so awesome. As long as there are more buyers than sellers, this play is going to be able to hold on up and possibly go on a very nice squeeze, rip and run. But as of now, SMFL traders getting a little bit scary. It's almost inside of its channel. I have traded it a few times already over on SMFL, over in pre-market. I'll bring over my Trade Ideas tournament setup, and you can see some of the orders that I've already done in pre-market today. So on this day already, I'm up $148,000 by trading SMFL, again, in this tournament, and I have to be able to make roughly about $400,000 to be able to come into first place. So I got to be able to make some power moves. Remember, guys, you don't get anything if you're not in first place, so it really is balls to the wall. Now, as I already stated, though, traders, for anyone who does come in the top 10 that is part of Trade Ideas, I am giving you a free month of TradeCaster access. So anyone that is coming into the top 10 that is a part of TradeCaster, you are getting TradeCaster access. Just a little heads up for you. So if we go ahead and check out this list, we do have Fancy G via TradeCaster because you are a TradeCaster member. We have myself via TradeCaster. We just have No Name via TradeCaster right here. So we do have, what I love about this team is there was nearly 3,000 entries out there. And we have 3 of us from TradeCaster in the top 10. Obviously, my goal is I want to see every single person in the top 10. I want to see every single member in the top 10. I want to see TradeCaster across the board. But I will say this right now, TradeCaster is representing. So Fancy G, if you finish in the top 10, I'm going to hook you up with a free month of access because you did a fantastic job. And we also got No Name via TradeCaster right here. If you finish in the top 10, you are also getting a free month of TradeCaster because you are doing an absolutely great job. So I want to be able to give you guys a reward if you guys do not win the $2,000 cash prize. So no matter what, you guys are getting something. Want to make sure that you guys are all good to go there. So let's talk about what we can actually get involved in. Let's just kind of limit our options. Number one, we know SMFL is a potential option, but SMFL right here, it's going to be a little crazy. We can go long, we could short. Let's keep this one on watch. MSAI is also what I think could be a great sleeper pick for some shorts. Let me go ahead and kind of reconnect this here for a second. So MSAI, I do think could be a great possible play for shorting, actually, when you take a look over on MSAI right now. And the reason why I say this is because this is a newer IPO play. Newer IPOs are known to spike and just give everything back. A lot of times, new IPO plays don't hold up very well and actually turn into great losers. So MSAI right here, traders, definitely already starting to turn. Probably going to find some sort of support right near $5. There's a lot of bouncing right near $5. But if you have a huge amount of money that you could be able to invest over on MSAI, especially in this tournament, you could easily see this continuously fade, continuously fall, and continuously drop on down. These, again, newer IPO plays, which have only been alive for the last 2 days, initial public offering, these usually end up crashing back on down after getting little pops. So this could be one that I am also aware of. HOOK, kind of moving sideways, not the biggest fan of it. PRZO was a top gainer of yesterday. If we take a look over on a 10-minute time frame, still holding a higher low pattern, which we do like. We actually have 2 higher low setups. We have a higher low setup right here, and we also have a higher low setup from yesterday into today's pre-market. So we do have an opportunity right here for you guys to be able to watch PRZO. Now, other than that, though, traders, let's go ahead and talk about the market here for a little bit, okay? So when we go over and we take a look over on the S&P 500, so many traders are asking themselves, Dek, what is going on here with the S&P 500? The S&P 500 yesterday saw a very nice sell-off. If you guys were not here yesterday, the S&P 500 got a very big drop, okay? Now, a lot of people are asking, what was the cause of this drop? Now, there's a lot of theories on what's happening. Let's go over some of them. Let's talk about what we have here. Now, what we have here, team, is rally fizzles. The good times couldn't last forever. After a late year rally that brought a record high, the Dow fell 476 points or 1.27%. Wednesday was its first decline in 10 days. The S&P 500, meanwhile, shed 1.47%, led by lower FedEx, which lost 12% as weaker demand hit its revenue outlook, and the Nasdaq dropped 1.5%. markets became overbought and pullback like a natural given these conditions. So basically what a lot of people are saying right here, team, is that markets were overbought and now we're finally starting to get a pullback. Now, this is obviously what I've been screaming for the last, I want to say last 4 weeks. Markets overbought, we're going to get a pullback. Markets overbought, we're going to get a pullback. Markets overbought, we're going to get a pullback. But we did just basically see a very sharp pullback right here, team. Does anyone have any sort of theories that they would like to type on out over in chat? Did anyone hear that one theory? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it or if I should say it. I don't even know if it's correct. I don't even know if I want to say it and kind of, put it out there. The one with, I'll just say the initials JE, the JE list. Do you know what I'm talking about? So people, again, if someone wants to type that out more, post a link for that, they can. But apparently, again, there is a list coming out on a JE, which there was a lot of CEOs on. There's a lot of companies on. There's a lot of businesses on. And that list is coming out on January 1st. And that is supposedly going to definitely make a lot of investors unhappy with the way that certain things portrayed or that happened. And a lot of investors may not want to use certain businesses. So this right here is what a lot of people were talking about on social media, the start of people selling in case, that something bad happens. Okay, so you might be able to connect the dots. If you don't connect the dots right there, connect them by talking to someone else. I don't want to be on a live stream talking about stuff like this. So connect the dots, team. Now, what else do we want to be talking about next? What else do we want to be focusing on here? What else do we want to be looking at? Well, obviously, the S&P 500 at this moment. This play, we've had a nice little uptrend at this time. I would still say stay on calls. I would still say stay on calls at this time over on the S&P 500, trying to build on up, trying to get higher and higher and higher. The S&P 500, as long as it stays above this trend line, I definitely want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. So we do have the S&P 500, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, trying to again build on up, build on up, build on up. And then we do have again 475 still as our main top. I'm going to let every single person know this right now. After this morning market, I am expecting that we are going to see what? After this morning market, I am expecting that things are going to start slowing on down. After this morning market, I am expecting that things are going to get a little bit lighter, going to get a little bit more quiet. I am expecting that things are going to start dropping on down a little bit. So I do want every single person to be aware of that as we get closer to the weekend, things are going to slow down. All right. As we get closer to the weekend, things are going to be slowing on down. The S&P 500, I personally like calls right back up to 475. I think the best opportunity on the S&P 500 would be calls back up to 474, get on up towards 475. I do think the S&P 500 could be able to do that. And NVDA, I do think NVDA right here has potential to pop back on up towards around like 491, 492. So the NVDA also has a nice little higher low. Most of these blue chips right now have a higher low pattern. You can follow the same exact thing as the S&P. NVDA has a higher low pattern. Take a look over on META once this loads on up. META right here, as you guys can see, we do have a higher low pattern. I would probably connect the dots, whatever your favorite play is. Tesla, let's go ahead. Tesla, most likely this is going to have some sort of higher low pattern. As long as you hold this uptrend, you are still good to go. If this uptrend cracks, this is most likely when you are saying to yourself, all right, let me look for puts or let me not trade at this moment. So if you are a trader that wants to do options, if you are a trader that wants to do blue chips, if you are a trader that wants to get involved in the market today, at the start, you have your trend line. You have your trend line right here over on Tesla. You have your trend line right here over on the S&P 500. You have your trend line right here over on Meta. You have your trend line on all these different plays. NVDA, it's all the same exact thing. Right now, it's building higher lows, which is great. But if you crack that, things can get ugly. If you want to trade penny stocks today, penny stocks, the most active play as of now is SMFL. SMFL is getting a little bit weaker. SMFL looks like it's actually getting ready to dump here, traders. So SMFL definitely has the potential to start getting weaker at this moment. Remember, team, I'm basically going to be going balls to the wall here over on my trades, trying to make something happen. Remember, I need to get to first place. The only way I'm getting to first place is being able to make about $500,000 today, which obviously is going to be a very difficult task, but I do got about $1 million to be able to work with. So SMFL, I am going to be starting off with this trade here, and I'm probably just going to go by dollars and probably go all the way up towards, like 800,000, looking to see if I could be able to get a position before this thing possibly starts, fading on off. So this play here, guys, SMFL, I am jumping in now at the price of $253 to see right at the start of the day if this one starts, dropping, getting weaker, and starting to fade on off. So remember, this is all for the tournament. I am trying to win $2,200 out of 4,000 people that entered. I am currently in 7th place, and I need to be able to catch up right here up to Laura at 696. Jago actually just fell on down, and I need to do everything I possibly can to be able to make some money here. So you can see I do have an open trade right now, currently down $7,000. I told you Jago was going to mess it up, guys. I told you earlier. I don't even know who this is, but I told him earlier he's going to trade too much and mess it on up. So we are going to be watching these leaderboards. I am in right now at 253, looking for a little bit of a morning crash and dump and drop right back down towards $2. That is my goal, and I got to be able to make some crazy magic happen today, team. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do as much as we can. Tournament life is on the line right here on the final day. Let's switch out our scanner so that we're all set, ready to go here, and let's get ready to have some fun. So let's go here, put this on up, switch this on out, switch this on out, bring this on up here, bring this on over, bada boom, bada bing, put the SPY on the bottom level 2, got my tournament life here. And obviously, we're looking to be able to make as much money as possible. I need to see an SMFL dump is what I'm looking for. Here were all my entries from this morning. When I did when I bought and sold. I'm going to get rid of this just because it's kind of taking up, so much space. So we can actually watch the SMFL a little bit better. Switching over to a 2-minute time frame. The biggest thing is going to be, can we dump underneath the VWAP? Dumping underneath the VWAP will put me up big. That's going to be the goal here. Get me underneath the VWAP, put me up big, and we'll be all set. Yep, good luck to everyone over in the tournament. For anyone trying to make that final stretch, for anyone trying to say, hey, Dek, I'm going after it. Today's the final stretch here, and we'll see what we could be able to do. So when you're out of the tournament, it's when you lose the $100,000 you started with. So when you lose the $100,000 you started with, that is when you're 100% done and out of the tournament. So there are a lot of people who are already lost the $100,000 they started with, because again, it's a tournament. You can't take it cautiously. You have to really get after it. And this is one of those plays that I'm really getting after, basically going full all-in type of trade here, looking to see if we can crack that VWAP, drop on down, and be able to make some nice cash and be able to make some nice money. So market opens on up here, team, in about 3 minutes, looking for a crack of the VWAP, dump on down underneath 240. Dek, why are you looking for SMFL to be able to get a dump? Well, number one, there is no news behind it. There's no news whatsoever. Number two, over on SMFL, it's already up 231%. Number three on this play is that I do think with the holiday season coming on up, we might have a quick potential rip, but I also think things are going to die off very quickly today. I really do. The last few days, we've seen some nice spikes. We've seen some nice rips. We've seen some nice runs, but I do think things could die off very quickly today if people start getting into holiday mode, if people start getting into Christmas mode. Same exact thing with the S&P 500. I think a lot of quick spikes and a lot of quick dumps. Best case scenario, SMFL dumps on down, and then we see something else get pumped on up. We could short that one later on. So it's going to get a little bit crazy here. And we got the market open on up here, traders, in about 2 minutes. So about 2 minutes, market opens on up. Fired up to be here. If you guys are watching over on YouTube today, smash that thumbs on up. If you guys are watching over on TikTok today, go ahead, double tap it and smash that thumbs on up. Make sure you guys are following me over on TikTok, and we're going to be all set, ready to rock and roll. And let's try to win ourselves a tournament here, team. Let's try to get that $2,200. I'm giving it my all. Guys, I'm giving it my all today. First tournament I've entered, trying to get that $2,200 and have a nice, Merry Christmas with the family here. So I do enjoy the tournament trading. The good news is the next 3 weeks there is no tournament, so we will just be doing our normal real trading as we always do, and then at the end of January we'll have another tournament that we'll be able to go ahead and be able to win some money. So we are all set, ready to rock and roll. Ready to see what's going to be coming on up. Market opens on up here, team, in 1 minute. LQDA still holding right next to $11. We'll keep that one on watch. Right now, traders, we are staying alert, staying ready. Come on, we're looking for that SMFL drop underneath the VWAP right at the start of the day, and best case scenario gets halted. I would probably lock in profits if it drops on down to like 215 right away and just be like, all right, hey, let's start good, let's start fresh. The VWAP's the biggest fear here. If you can't go underneath the VWAP, there's a chance that we spike on up towards like 280. Market opens up in 20 seconds here, traders. 20 seconds, market opens on up, looking for a crack underneath the VWAP. I got to catch up to Laura. Got to catch up to Laura and got to catch up to Jago somehow. Right now, team, we are staying smart. Let's do it. Hey, everyone, let's have a wonderful day today. Let's get after it. It's going to be starting off a little bit crazy right off the rip. Already set, ready to go. Keep our eyes peeled, and we are live. Traders, let's see if we get that dump and that reversal. We do know the VWAP's going to be trying to hold on up tight here, and we can see if we are going to be able to crack underneath that 250-ish mark. Right now, we actually are starting off with a little bit of a spike. Want to see this one be able to get that big upper shadow, fade back down underneath the VWAP. So we want to see this thing underneath the VWAP if we can get it. Can I be able to add a little bit more? Let's see here. I wouldn't mind adding. Again, I have to be able to take some chances over on this play as we talked about. So let's see. I think I have about $1 million that I can be able to trade with here. And we got 264, 265. We are getting a little bit weaker. Can I be able to get involved on this? Yep, I can add a little bit more. Adding a little bit more. Nice big upper shadow right here. This is, again, my full trade at this moment. Almost $1 million because that's what I've been able to earn through my tournament winnings here. My tournament trade, and I'm looking to see if we can crack underneath that VWAP. So you can see right now, SMFL on my open P&L, I'm down $15,000 on this. I've been able to trade this morning. Oh boy, this is not good. We don't want this breaking through $3. We basically want a $3 touch and be able to get our big reversal back on down. Right now, traders, if we spike on up towards $3, that is going to definitely put me in a little bit of trouble on this. We need to crack this VWAP, fade on down. Got to be able to just give it my all on this final little bit. SMFL trying to break through $3. If it breaks through $3, there's the potential that it rips and runs and tries to spike on up. This is going to get a little bit crazy today for tournament. If I end up losing the tournament here, I will just go over to real money trading, and then obviously we'll kind of get a little bit more of that natural real money type of trading. So far, I need this volume to kind of die on off, though, if we can get it. I am currently down at this moment $155,000 over on my tournament. That would bring me back on down to about 100,000 at this moment. I got to see this thing fall underneath. My entry price is at the price of what here on SMFL? $254. This is not good, guys. It's going above $3. I mean, I got no other hold and hope type of strategy right now. I just want to win the tournament, guys. I just want to win the tournament here. Now, the big thing about SMFL, what can you guys realize about SMFL? SMFL, this is a play here that is known to do what? Take a look over on the past chart history pattern. Massive upper shadow gives it all back. There is massive upper shadow, gives it all back. Here's massive upper shadow, gives it all back. So at some point, it will give it all back. But obviously right now, it's ripping and running. So Dek, all right, tournament, we're going to put this on the side right here. How high can SMFL go for real money? Because again, let's go over and let's actually trade this with our real account now and actually try to make a little bit of gains here. So this play, I'm going to bring this on over. SMFL, definitely trying to get ready to rock and roll. I'm going to bring this on over for real money trading here. And we might be able to keep on spiking. Dek, how high can we go on up towards? I'm trying to look at old spiking highs. Old spiking highs can definitely give you an idea of where there's going to be resistance. Where there's resistance, where there's trouble. I see most resistance. What area is this right here? 3. Oop, hold on a second. Let me fix this. We got this 3. Is that right next to 330? What am I looking at? Old upper shadow, old upper shadow, old upper shadow. 350-ish, 357. So SMFL, still watching this one. See if we can be able to get on up towards 3. I'm trying to, like, honestly, the next super clear area is all the way up towards 460. I mean, we're already up 300% on this day. I'm just trying to figure out how high can this realistically go. How high can SMFL realistically get up to today? Do you guys see any number today that, kind of tickles your fancy? We do have from 82 cents up towards the top, 82 cents up to 316, which is obviously an insane move. So much room to drop when it does drop, but when will that drop be? For real money trading, which I'm bringing up over right here, I'm going to take a few seconds to be smart. So I want to let SMFL do its thing. Tournament wise, guys, I just got to hold tight and hope that one turns back on down. And if you're saying, Dek, why are you going so crazy on the tournament ends today. So at 4 o'clock, the tournament ends. I'm down $500,000 on the tournament. I got to be able to make some sort of crazy move and kind of wish for the best. That's all you can do for the tournament when you still have to make up 500 grand. Let's see what we have on the SPY right now. On the S&P 500 at this moment, S&P 500 had a quick little spike. Are we still holding that uptrend? Let's go back over towards that uptrend possibility. What time frame was that? I think that was in a 10-minute time frame. Yep, 10-minute time frame, uptrend. We're still good to go over on the SPY. The S&P 500, 10-minute time frame, still holding up its gains, still on its VWAP at this time. So all set, ready to rock and roll, traders, at this moment. Want to be as smart as we can over on the S&P 500 here. And yes, guys, I just want to clarify that this right here is not real money. This is basically like a poker tournament. Poker tournament is you pay an entry fee. Once you pay an entry fee, the top people get paid out. So in this case, it's only the top person gets paid on out. They get paid $2,200. So you pay $7 for a $100,000 account. That's what you do. You pay $7 for a $100,000 account. You get 3 days. Whoever can grow at the highest in 3 days is the winner. So that's basically, what we have here. I was in 7th place, but I'm just trying to make something happen here because there's only 1 day left. So that is fake money, but it's like a poker tournament. Top people get paid out after paying an entry fee. This right here is my real money trading account, which I have not traded just yet today, but I'm going to. So I just want to clarify that in case you guys have any sort of kind of confusion, being like, man, this guy's going nuts here. So making sure that we're staying smart. S&P 500 doing pretty solid work at this moment. Also NVDA trying to get back above 490. I'm going to let every single person know right now that 490 is not going to be easy to break. Take a look at the last 2 days. The last 2 days, you can see NVDA bounce play, NVDA bounce play, NVDA bounce play, NVDA bounce play. Then look what just happened on NVDA. NVDA right here, upper shadow. You're telling me we have all these bounce, 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 bounce. Then we have NVDA right here, upper shadow, 490. Very strong resistance, a little bit of a pullback right back on down. If we start seeing a red candle on this 10-minute time frame, we definitely can reverse and start falling back down towards around that 485.66 mark. So you can already see why we're reversing on a play like NVDA. And NVDA has been one of the top leaders in the market, basically telling the market what to do. So if NVDA is dropping, a lot of times we also see the S&P 500 start pulling back right here. So we do see these drops. Can anyone join the tournament? Absolutely. It's just a $7 entry fee. Next tournament is going to be at the end of January though. So end of January. So it's a great opportunity for anyone who loves trading but who doesn't have a big account. You pay $7 to win over $2,000. So that's, pretty awesome. So a lot of people who have smaller accounts say, hey, yeah, that sounds good to me. I'll pay $7, get to trade with the best of the best, and, see how much money they can be able to make. So right now, team, we're still looking for our first trade of the day. Tournament-wise, we need SMFL to crash. SMFL, do I think it will crash? By looking at the past chart history pattern, I'm going to say yes. At some point today, I'm going to be back in the green. Look at this. We can see that, and one of the easiest things I always say is stocks have genes. Stocks have characteristics. If your parents are tall, you're tall. If your parents have red hair, you have red hair. In my case, whatever. I don't have red hair. So if you guys... if your parents are extremely good looking, you're probably extremely good looking. So what we have here on SMFL is what? SMFL is known to go on very big spikes and drop on down. Very big spikes, drop back on down. If we take a look right here, very big spike, drop on down. It's known to go on very big spike and drop on down. What is starting to occur right now? What could potentially occur? Could this be a very big spike before it starts dropping on down? Absolutely. So, this could actually be a possible entry for us coming on up over on this play, over on SMFL. and see if SMFL is going to start getting weaker, if SMFL is going to start dropping, and could SMFL actually start turning back on down. It seems like it has a lot of support right around this $3 mark, might get 1 or 2 more pops, but SMFL is available to short as well over on our brokerages such as Lightspeed, and we can potentially be able to make a lot of money over on SMFL if we can start fading and falling. So not only is that a possible paper trading account for the tournament, that's also a potential real money account as well. So SMFL already starting to turn down a little bit here. I think there might be one more little pop on up. One final pop, and then it could start dropping. Guys, SMFL already starting to turn slightly. Hook, what do you got over on AK? Hook right here. Hook starting to get a nice little drop back on down. So Hook's starting to fade. Unfortunately for the tournament, you can't do stocks that are underneath $1, but Hook is a nice little dropper right back on down. SMFL starting to get a little bit weaker. I could imagine SMFL get that nice big red candle pullback here pretty soon. Definitely could imagine that. Guys, I might do a potential short over on SMFL. Real money coming on up. And I want to see, though, one last little pop, I think. Give me one last little pop, maybe back up towards 320. Hit the downtrend. Show me that it's done. So I kind of want to wait for one more pop. Show me that we are going to hit, reverse, fall back on down. That's what I want out of this. Hit, reverse, fall back on down. If you guys see anything else that is spiking, ripping, running, popping, climbing, moving, jumping, anything along these areas, please, again, feel free to throw it out. You know, we want to be able to help each other grow. We're a community here and be able to be the best trader we can be. Notice, again, 490 definitely holding up strong. Team, little heads on up. NVDA has room to fall back on down to 483, 482.70, which is the 13 EMA. NVDA traders actually might get a little bit of a sell-off coming on up here. And just because of why? Just because we do have room to be able to feed. We do have room to be able to fall. So I would say NVDA, keep this one on high watch. Possible potential for a sell-off here coming on up. We probably want to do, 487.50, put ourselves right next to or at the money. Probably do about, let's start with 10 contracts and we could always add from there. And let's see if we are going to start getting a little bit weaker. If we do start getting a little bit weaker, traders, NVDA could be a great play to be able to kind of get that nice little drop, that sell-off, and actually start seeing that fade. I am about to give this one a chance, I think. Let's see a little pop and then a dump on down. Guys, I'm going to give this a chance. Just doing 10 contracts over on NVDA. Just because NVDA, to me, when I take a look at it, I'm seeing lower highs. I'm seeing these lower highs. I want to see if this is going to be able to fade. And actually, excuse me, I got in on the call side. I'm actually going to sell this right here because that is the wrong way. So my bad. That was, again, I did an actual call side. It worked out in my favor very quickly. Let's make sure we're on the right order deck this time. 487, 10 contracts. Hey, sometimes that works out. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But let's actually, again, keep it on watch. This is real money trading here. And I want to just have SMFL on the bottom level 2. I'm going to put NVDA up on the top level 2, right? Or the NVDA on the bottom, SMFL on the top level 2. SMFL traders is getting weaker. I'm getting ready for NVDA to possibly get a little bit of a sell-off here. I just accidentally, I'll be honest, that was an accidental order. Has anyone ever done one of those before? An accidental order where you actually jump in, you accidentally short instead of go long. Instead of going long, you accidentally short. Instead of buying a put contract, you actually get a call contract instead of call, and it accidentally works out in your favor. So, hey, that was, that was the wrong order. I noticed it, just took $50 in profit. So, hey, it'll work out. I'll take it. So, we're still watching this. Also, SMFL traders. Let's go back to SMFL here. SMFL, this starts going underneath the VWAP, has a lot of room to fall. And remember, I'm still in on SMFL for the tournament. Tournament over on SMFL. I'm still down big because I put about $1 million. I put my entire tournament winnings over on SMFL to dump. I put my entire tournament winnings on SMFL to dump here, traders, and I want to see if this thing can be able to fade. When do I start making money? Underneath 254. So it has to go underneath 254 for me to start getting profitable over on SMFL. Just a little heads up for you guys. That's when I'm going to start being able to move up the leaderboards and start being able to, really make some cash. We do have that nice little upper shadow, which I do like. You guys can see upper shadow fades on off. Upper shadow fades on off. Look at this. Upper shadow. Now we just want to see that dump. You could see it's basically like, the jeans. Your parents are tall, you're tall. Your parents are ugly, you're ugly, right? Same exact thing. So we are watching this, watching to see if we are going to get that crack. It looks like we're pretty close to getting that crack, coming on up here over on SMFL. But the VWAP is going to be the only dangerous thing. If we start cracking SMFL, we could also jump in with real money as well, because that could also lead towards a little bit of a sell-off. NVDA right now. NVDA still bouncing off this little bottom. Has to crack that bottom here. Right now, team, being as smart as we can. NVDA, consolidation. Consolidation. SMFL, get ready for the possible dump here. SMFL traders, we might see a possible sell-off here very soon. SMFL, getting ready to rock. If we can start cracking that VWAP, VWAP is at the price of what? 274. So we're at the 274 price of the VWAP. If we can start going underneath that, that's what we want to see to kind of dump all the way down to 240. If it does pop, we got a little bit of a downtrend. Break of that downtrend, it's going to go next level. So you can see we're still bouncing off that VWAP. Notice how the VWAP is always a strong indicator. Everyone should always be trading with VWAPs. VWAP is one of probably the most important indicator out there for you guys to be successful in your stock trading. So make sure that you guys are using that. Still watching NVDA. NVDA, guys, I'm watching. I want to see if that thing cracks. If that thing starts cracking, we have room to fall back down to the 13 EMA. So I do think NVDA has a long way to go today, back down to 13 EMA if there is that negativity. If we start getting back above the VWAP, it shows bullishness. Above the VWAP shows bullishness. Underneath the VWAP shows bearishness. Let's see the leaderboard at this moment, traders. Leaderboard. Leaderboard at this time. This is the leaderboard. I am technically not in 8th place anymore because I am, or actually I am in 8th place because I was up $250,000. So again, this is out of 4,000 entries. Out of 4,000 entries, guys, I'm in 8th place right now. The CEO of Trade Ideas, he's in 7th place right now. Here's again Tradecaster member, another day trade via Tradecaster in 4th. Here's another Tradecaster member, Fancy G over on Tradecaster. So another day trade in Fancy G. I want you guys again winning this. Take down Laura. Get this little dirty, disgusting human out of the 1st place spot. Fancy, make a move. Another day trader, make a move. Get up there. So we need someone from the Tradecaster community winning this right now. Get on up there, Fancy. Get on up there, another day trade. I'm in 7th right now, and I'm trying to do everything I can to be able to work up this leaderboard, but we need SMFL to dump. We need SMFL to dump, ladies and gentlemen. Also, NVDA traders is getting weaker again. NVDA, I'm getting ready for that possible sell-off. I know that sell-off can definitely come. It's very, very close to happening. And I think it's actually going to be happening very, very soon. If we start cracking this orange line, I'm definitely going to jump in and give it a chance. As I say, guys, I'm always willing to give stocks a chance. You can't get rich unless you're giving them a chance. So we got NVDA at this moment just sitting right at that 487-ish mark. Can we start fading underneath 47? I'm giving it a chance here, team. Giving it a chance for the dump. Let's see if we can be able to make a few $100s off this dump. Now, again, here's the crack. A little bit of a crack right here. Starting to get weaker. Only 10 contracts. I am staying tight today. Staying tight, but I do have 10 contracts at this moment, seeing if it's going to be able to fade on down. Notice, big lower shadow. This is where we need to be able to fall and stay underneath. We need to be able to stay underneath this orange line right here. As long as we're underneath this orange line, you're good to go. As if it goes above that orange line, that is when there's going to be trouble. So I'm just making your life extremely easy. Above the orange line, no bueno. Underneath the orange line, you're good to hold. Sound good? Easy enough with your trading, right? We want to stay underneath 487 if you're looking over on NVDA. As long as you stay underneath 487 on the level 2, you are technically good. But now we want to see this thing fade. We want to see this thing drop on down to 486, 484. We want to see this thing really get weak here. So as long as we stay underneath 487, we are good to go at this time. Let's see if we can get weaker. We're on a little bit of this downtrend. It might test it potentially one time just to show that it's resistance. There's another drop. Guys, let's keep on dropping here. Let's keep getting weaker. Now again, let's get that fade. We want another big red candle. Another big red candle happening at this moment. Nice big drop right now. Nice job. We're up $255. $255 traders. I'm just going to lock that up to be smart with the spread. Just got out with $158. Right now, I'm up $208 on the day. So I'm up $208 on the day, just locked out of that trade right there. That was just a nice small trade, get ourselves going. A little bit nerve-wracking with, again, a little bit of that crack, but you guys can see the idea of that play. Here comes NVDA's drop. NVDA, guys, getting a little bit weaker. Also, heads on up, SMFL. SMFL traders on the verge of cracking. SMFL is so close to cracking and so close to selling on off. This play, as long as it stays underneath the price of 274, you are good to go. We might test 274 one more time. Might jump in on some real money shorts here over on SMFL to see if this thing can start getting weaker and this thing can start fading. Notice how SMFL is known to have big upper shadows and give it all back. We are on the verge of a nice little sell-off right here over on SMFL. We are underneath the VWAP. We need to stay underneath the VWAP though. So we're probably going to test the VWAP 1 or 2 times, and if we can stay underneath it, we're going to get the sell-off all the way down to $2. So everyone stay ready over on this play, over on SMFL. And again, I need this thing to be able to get that dump. You know, we have the open back on down towards 250. If we crack underneath that, I think we see all the way back down towards $2 or so. So we're looking for that weakness. We're looking for that drop, and that will put me again back into kind of striking distance in this tournament if we can get that sell-off. Is there anything else right now that's actually going crazy, guys, that we could be able to make some money on? MYO getting a nice strong dump. I can imagine MYO being one of those plays that just gets like one of those huge crashes all the way back down to $2. MYO is currently halted. So that could be actually a potential play. Definitely a potential play. SMFL underneath the VWAP still. I'm going to wait 1 more minute and then possibly get ready for my entry. So I do think a possible short can be coming. Have a stop loss if you, number 1, get above the VWAP, or number 2, break back above 280. 280 is the downtrend there. So as long as you, again, stay underneath the VWAP, you are good to go. But let it consolidate sideways until it gets closer to this orange line. As it gets closer to this orange line, that's going to basically put pressure on it. It's either going to spike on up very hard or dump back on down. But we are going to wait until we basically consolidate, get the pressure, and then we turn all the way back on down even lower. How's NVDA doing? NVDA, happy I took the gains. Again, lower shadow form, but nice little pop back on up. Fighting the orange line, as we talked about, that resistance line. As long as you're underneath it, you are still technically good. SMFL, guys, starting to still get a little bit weaker here. SMFL starting to get a little bit weaker. Over on SMFL on this play. I want to see SMFL. Guys, SMFL, I'm clicking short, and I am not getting in on it for some reason. I'm a little bit confused real quick. Hold on. I want to see where is my entries. SMFL, I should be in on this play right now. Don't know why I'm not. I'm trying to get in at this moment for a drop. If you guys are in right now, good job. But I'm having some sort of technical difficulty at this moment. Over on my SMFL short. There it is. What the heck? It took like 40 minutes to get through. I didn't like that. So SMFL, let's see if we can dump now. It did take a little bit of time to go on through. I only have 1,000 shares. So only 1,000 shares, but let's see if we can be able to fade on off here, team. There's a nice little dump. There's a nice little fade. SMFL, let's see if we can crack here. Let's see if we get the big sell-off. Let's see if we can get the big sell-off at this moment. Fall on down towards like 220 would be the goal. So fall on down towards like 220. Let's see if this thing can keep getting weaker and weaker and weaker. We're down to 240 at this moment, looking for basically that kill candle. We want that kill candle to sell this whole entire thing on off. We don't want this, it's staying alive. There we go, guys. There we go. Up $250. Let's just take our profits right here. $385, guys. Just made another $385, and we are back in the green over on the SMFL tournament, guys. Tournament money. We are back into the green, up a 91,000 right now. Bringing up our accounts at this moment. SMFL, though, is probably going to get a little bit of a dip buy here. I'm actually going to get out so I can go to another position and, again, stay alive in the tournament. Okay, guys. Okay, traders. Okay, people. Okay. Let's keep doing this, guys. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Okay, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Everyone just keep staying alert. Everyone stay ready. Let's keep doing what we're doing here, traders. So right now on my real money trading, I'm going to take a step back. We're almost up $1,000. We're up $600 on the day so far. Over on these trades, it's like I just can't miss. Everything I touch literally turns into gold. And now let's continue up doing what we're doing best. All right? So we're absolutely locked in. We're absolutely locked in. Claire, I'm locked in. I'm locked the fuck in right now. Let's keep it going, traders. Okay? Now, stay alert. Keep your emotions calm. Stay good here. Now, traders. Whew. This hat's kind of heavy. This like ball on the top. I feel like I'm going to hurt my spine. So, traders. Right now, we're doing everything we need to do at this moment. Okay, hold on. I'm going to change the hat out. Okay, new hat. New hat, new ideas. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's check the leaderboard out. Let's see where I'm at. Leaderboard at this moment on this tournament. I'm currently in 5th. Right now. With that trade I just made, I'm in 5th place. $336,000. I'm in 5th place right now. I need to jump up. I need to get in front of another trader, TradeCaster member, so I'm rooting for you. Fancy G, TradeCaster member, I'm rooting for you. We have to get up to Laura somehow. Somehow, we have to get $500,000. Well, we do get 4x buying power in the tournament. What's 336, 438 times 4? That's going to be $1.2789386 million in buying power. So we are going to have, a little just underneath 1.3 million in buying power. So that is absolutely great. And let's go ahead and we just gotta go all in. We gotta go in. We gotta be able to find this and be able to absolutely crush it. So MSAI, could that be one? MSAI here. Gotta reconnect trade ideas. Yeah. Guys, okay. MSAI. This is gonna be it. MSAI traders. This one is probably gonna be it. So let's see what we have for MSAI here. Can MSAI, this play at this moment, traders, what are you guys thinking? Open up short, open up, keep on going. Oh man, what do you guys think? New IPO stock right here. New IPO stock, MSAI, opening on up. I'm thinking maybe like 14 bucks. I don't know. It's a new IPO play. There's no limit here. Like, let's go back to like what pre-market highs. No. Okay, so this is every new high, brand new 52-week high. I'm gonna say somewhere around $15. We're gonna get a reversal. I'm gonna say somewhere right around $15 is going to get a reversal. I'm thinking MSAI, switch out to dollars. And again, we gotta load on up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go with 1.2 million. 1.2 million. Yeah, $1.2 million MSAI when it opens on up. Kind of using the tournament money here that I'm winning. Obviously, just like in poker, you start small, you got to keep building up. The pots get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I know, the thing is, over on MSAI, this is a play that could potentially go crazy. It's a new IPO. It could potentially go crazy. I think MSAI could get up towards around like $15 plus. And I think after it opens on up, that's where we can get the reversal. So let's go NASDAQtrader.com/traderholtz. MSAI 951 in 35 seconds. We could be getting unholted in the matter of 15 seconds. Okay, so I got to be ready for this. Be able to crush it here. MSAI has gone from $5 up. It's up 300%. I want to see like above 13 bucks, and then I think I want to go for a nice reversal. Honestly, the smarter thing to do, maybe do $600,000. Sell, send. I'm going to get myself in on MSAI. MSAI, I'm not in yet. Trying to get in on MSAI. Still not in yet. It has not put me in yet. So there it goes. Just got filled on MSAI with 600,000. Deck, why did you again do $600,000 worth? In case it moves on up, I can go ahead and say to myself, all right, in case it moves on up, I can go ahead and get a better entry up high and kind of like scale in. I'm not trying to go for like a one-hit quitter. I'm trying to like scale in. What's my entry? My entry price, $10.69. That sucks. So that's an awful entry price. Okay, so $10.69, awful entry price right here. Let's see again, this one keep going on up here a little bit more. $13. LULD is at the price of $13.73. It's still trying to spike on up, still trying to go. I'm going to lock in, preparing order for MSAI. Can I add my last little bit over on MSAI here, up near $13.60? Not in yet. Yes, guys, I am now in. New entry price, $12.03. Okay, new entry price, $12.03. I think that is going to I think that's going to be about it on my entire, I think I have about $200,000 left of tournament money. $200,000 left of tournament money, looking for a reversal back on down. I don't got a million. 100,000. Can that be able to turn? There we go. Come on. We need a reversal here. Entry price $12.09 right now. $12.09, looking for the drop and fade. I got to catch up to Laura somehow. Nailing again a reversal on a new IPO stock is probably going to be one of the only ways. So I need to see MSCI be able to reverse back on down towards like $10 here pretty soon to be able to, get myself in on it. So I need to see again a nice little crack and fade. Right now it's $1.28 million and I'm in on 106,000 shares. Looking for the drop back down to So let's see. Can we be able to fade on down here $11 and be able to keep on dropping right now? Can we keep on dropping $11 and get this fade 1062, 1060, 1080? I'm going to take my profits right here in case it bounces back on up. Get me out of it. Boom! 127,000 right now. Let's go. So let's check out the leaderboard here. Let's check out the leaderboard. Let's check out the leaderboard at this moment here, ladies and gentlemen, because Daddy's coming. Daddy wants to win this. So right now, traders, got out of this play. And we're doing everything we possibly can to win this tournament here. Come on. Where are we at? All right, we're moving up. We're in fourth. We're in fourth place right now. Laura, stop! Laura's at $971,000. I'm at $421,000. Laura's got to slow on down. We're going to catch her. We're going to catch her today. We got to get in front of Jason. Fancy, a Tradecaster member. Shout out to Jason. Also, shout out to right here, Another Day to Trade. Shout out to you. But we are trying to move up this leaderboard and get to first place and win the $2,200 cash prize. It was a $7 entry for this tournament to win $2,200. And we are doing everything we can to make some magic happen here, ladies and gentlemen. Can we be able to do it? That's the question. Laura's not giving up, though. So I don't know where Laura is, what Laura's doing. All right, team. All right. All right. All right. So we are all set right now. We're all set. We've already had our real money trades as well, which is awesome. Made $600 so far today. But I'm trying to win this tournament. This is the final day of the tournament. Final day of the tournament. I got to reconnect my trade ideas because I unconnected it to see the leaderboard here. And right now we are still live here. Now MSAI still looks like there's a chance here. So getting ourselves ready to go. Now, do I want to look for another possible short here? It's a good idea to scale in on this play. Much better idea to scale in on this play. Dollars, 600,000. 600,000 on dollars here. Okay, so $600,000 worth of shares. What do we get up to as a high? $14 as the tippity top. I do like that a lot. That might be, again, the high. There might be one more kind of random little spike up towards like $13 plus. Then we go ahead and look for the reversal. So we are trying to win this tournament here, traders. We are doing everything we can to come out on top and win this tournament. Out of 4,000 entries, we are number 4 right now. We got to keep this thing going. SMFL. SMFL, beautiful. Beautiful, guys. If you guys are still on the short, beautiful on SMFL on the dump on down. Beautiful work over there on that play. MSAI traders. MSAI, new IPO. New IPO. This is a play that has sky's the limit. We do have a nice round number that usually does help. I know it's like one of those weird little things, but when we see a high exactly at $14, exactly at $15, exactly at, you know, a certain hold number, it does usually hold up a little bit better than some random number. Right now, MSAI traders, I want to switch over towards a 1 minute time frame. Starting to get weaker, room to fall back on down towards 881. I'm going to jump back in on this play right here. Market order in, looking for a drop back down to $10. Let's go! My entry right now is $11.34, $600,000 trade right here. $600,000 trade, looking for a crack on down towards, again, $10. My entry right now is $11.34. I only put in about, you know, what, like 1/3 of my account in case this one somehow does stay alive and keep on going. I would like to be able to see the crack back on down towards 875 VWAP. So I'm in on a good entry at this moment. I'm liking it. Crack of $11 is where this thing's going to start fading. I don't like how this thing's moving on up right now. Currently down at this moment about 17,000. And we got to see if this thing can fall back underneath 1134. So get ready. I can always double this order if I want to. I want to see again. I think we're getting ready for a fade. I think we're getting ready for that big red candle here, traders. I think we're getting ready for that big red candle here pretty soon. If we do get a little pop on up to like 1294 right here, that could be a great opportunity to be able to see that little head and shoulders pattern. Right now, my entry price is $11.34, currently down 26,000 at this moment. Looking to see, can we be able to drop back down towards $9.90? If we start fading back on down towards, I would say, sub $11, I think we go back down to the VWAP. Not something I'm a huge fan of, but I may add low on this, like add underneath this lower shadow for the crack. So if we do see this, crack either of 1080, I think I'm going to add, or if we spike back up towards like $13 plus, I think I'm going to add over on MSAI. So let's go here. Let's see what we can do over on this tournament. Crossing over entry. Looking for this thing to dump back down sub 1130. Guys, starting to get a little bit weaker. Looking for, again, a possible next entry here pretty soon. Looks like we're going to be fading here pretty soon. Maybe one last little upper shadow as a hurrah, and then we're done. This thing is screaming to me we're going on down. This thing is screaming to me at this moment that we are going to start getting weaker. It is ready to go. It is ready to go at this time. I'm currently up only $224 right now on this trade because we're right next to my entry price. Guys, I'm going to add right here. I'm adding right here. Another, again, 600,000. Cost basis is 1127 now. I got to go with my gut on this. I got to go with my gut. I got to go with my gut, baby. Come on. Come on, let's get the dump. Let's get the dump here. Let's get the dump here if we can. Let's see if we get the dump here over on MSAI. MSAI, we're in on this play. We got to get ready to get out of this play, but we want to see sub $10 now. Sub $10 at this moment. See if this thing can crash all the way on down. Come on, give us, back up towards 11 with the lower shadow right there. We don't want that lower shadow right there. Man, we were so close. We were so close. What's our entry price? 1127. I still think it's going to fade, but there might be that little pop back on up here. That was so close right there to getting that sell-off. So close to getting that sell-off. Right now, we are at our entry, essentially. Right at our entry area. We're in at 1127. Right now, you can see the bids are at 1150. There might be that little pop back on up. I don't know if I want to hold this, guys. I'm going to accept a loss on this one. I'm going to accept a loss right here and allow it to spike. I think that's a smart move. Deck, get out of your play. Accept a loss. Be able to say, get it up later and a higher entry. So I'm going to get out right now, as I stated, because I am shorting it. And I still think we might be able to squeeze and spike. And I'm happy I'm getting out right here. That dump was the dump that I wanted. That dump was the dump that I wanted there. So we are looking to be able to make some magic happen over on this trade. Okay, guys, come on. Come on, traders. We got this. Let's do the same exact thing. 600,000 shares. We can't miss this dump. We know it has a lot of $14 top resistance. And if it does squeeze, we have $13 plus. The reason why I like MSAI is because it's up 346%. New IPO up 346%. It can make us some money, ladies and gentlemen. This is a play that can make us some cash. So we are just doing as much as we can at this time to come out on top. And we got to climb up that leaderboard. As long as Laura just slows... Laura won't slow down. I don't know who this lady is. She's now at $1.1 million. I'm at 386,000. I don't know what this Laura lady's doing. She is double of second place right now. So I don't know how she's getting up there so big so quickly. But Laura's on absolute fire right now. So, guys, I'm still getting ready to go here over on this play. We got to catch up to Laura somehow. So, I am going to trust my gut on this. Get back in on this play over on MSAI. And MSAI did not get me filled yet. Orders. Rejected. Why are we... Oh, I think I was going shares. Okay, we got to switch over to dollars. $600,000. Still looking for this one to be able to get that tank and fade here. Gonna give it a few seconds. I know MSAI, we are right next to that like bull flag setup where it's either, spike or dump time pretty soon. Spike or dump time pretty soon. Guys, I'm gonna jump back in on this. See if we can get that possible sell-off. Entry right now, 1152. 1152. Gonna, again, only have a little bit. Still have, another, like, 1/3 of my account be able to come on up. If I don't like it, I'll get out. Again, I just want to make sure I'm being smart. Guys, can we start dumping here? Can we start getting weaker here? Can we start dumping here? Can we start getting weaker here? I'm going to again do another entry. I'm going to load up on this. I'm going to load up on this for this dump. Entry right now is 1112. 1112 entry, just put in a $1.1 million on it. $1.1 million looking for the dump to the VWAP. If we can get this dump to the VWAP, guys, we could be able to make some money here. I'm putting the rest of the account on this. It's the only way we're catching up to Laura. It's the only way we're catching up to Laura. Rejected, oh, not shares. It's the only way we're catching up to Laura is if we can nail this dump here. So right now, entry, 11.13. 1113 entry, full account right now. 1113, full account, looking for the dump on down to the VWAP. Someone let me know when it happens. Someone call me when it happens. We need to, again, see MSAI. It's a new IPO, which is not holding its gains at this moment. Needs to see the crack on down towards the VWAP. We can have a chance to to catch up to Laura. It's a newer IPO play. Shouldn't be able to hold up its gains at this moment. If we can dump on down to sub $10 and be able to get halted near the VWAP, we could be able to make some money. We have had bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, all at 1060. Crack of 1060, we should flush. We need that one big red candle right now. We are currently up. I'm ready to get out of this position when I need to. I'm banking that it's going to fall. So we got to go underneath 1060 to be able to fall on down towards, again, the 980s or so. And that's when we could be able to make some nice money. We can relocate looking for another trade. So come on, let's get the 1060 crack to the VWAP. Let's lock this up and let's keep on relocating, catch on up to that $1 million profit somehow. Here, guys, 1070. We are in the green right now. We are up right now, which is very nice. But we got to see this thing, get weak quick. Come on here, baby. Come on here. I know you guys saying, check out ATAK. ATAK is halted at this time. New IPO. Awesome. We can relocate there after, again, MSAI gets this dump. So we want to see it go down to the VWAP, this black line right here. And be able to see this thing fade on off. Fade on off here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look, come on. Let's see it. I don't want to see this thing bounce back on up. I got to see the big candle here. I got to see the big candle here. We got 1030 at this moment. Let's see this thing. I want to win this tournament. If we can drop on down 10, let's go! Let's go, baby! Line there, let's go! Lock it up! Lock it up! Okay. Okay, traders. We're going for the tourney. We're going for the tournament here. We're going for the tournament winnings. Let's check it out. Let's see where we're at. We're doing everything we can. Everyone's kind of going nuts right here over the tournament. We're in striking distance. We are currently saying we're in 5th right now. Everyone's going nuts. We got Laura at 1.1 million, Fancy's at 661, 570, 503, 496. Okay, so the top 3 right here are really close. Laura still has a little bit left. Okay, so we just got to keep nailing these trades. Keep nailing these trades, and we're having a lovely Christmas. All right, team. Keep it going here. Here we go. Let's keep it going here. Yep, winner takes all. Winner takes all on this contest. So winner takes all on this contest. Someone's saying, oh, guys, hey, TradeCaster members, get over here. Someone's saying, man, I've never watched this guy. He's trading with a lot of emotions. Someone start hazing the new guy. Hey, new guy. I appreciate it. Now, the thing is, we're stone cold killers around here. No emotions whatsoever. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Staying alert, staying ready. Go on, guys. Where's the next trade? See what we have. Deck, you're reading it wrong. Look at account value. Where's account value at? What do you mean? Account value here? Account value? Where's account value? On the leaderboards. So on the leaderboards. Oh, so you're saying, okay. I mean, it doesn't change anything. So you're saying, Deck, it doesn't care account value. 596,000. I mean, still the same thing. I mean, regardless, I got to get above Laura. So if you're looking at account value, you're looking at total profit. As long as I'm in the first place spot. That's all I care about, Craig. But I appreciate it. That's all we're trying to do. Get up to first place. So, team, we got MSAI all the way on down. We got to be able to do this here. Team, let's keep this party going. Let's keep this party going here. All right, traders, what's the next trade? Someone throw me out a different trade right here. Someone throw me out something different. Maybe we can stay on MSAI. ATAK. ATAK is kind of ugly. What's the next possible mover here? I'm trying to find something. CYTK? Not bad. Come on, we got to find something that's a little bit like a big percentage mover right now. You know, if we're going to catch Laura, we need something that's a big percentage mover with more volume. That's what we need at this time. Come on, where can we get up towards here, traders? So far, again, we're in the tournament. I'm not doing any real money trading right now. I already did 3 real money trades. I won on every single one if you guys were here earlier. Also, if you guys are watching over on TikTok right now, I am live over on YouTube, so you guys can join it at Sean Dekmar over on YouTube so that you guys can be able to watch the entire thing. But right now, guys, we are watching, waiting, trying to get ourselves, you know, our next possible trade. MSAI is still a very nice mover, which I do enjoy. It's a very nice mover. Yep, only first place gets paid. First place gets the $2,200, and that is it. I am giving anyone that finishes in the top 10, though, Tradecaster membership for a free month because you guys deserve it. If you guys, again, you know, put in the work, you know, you won this tournament in the top 10, you get a free Tradecaster month. POL, trying to get back up towards $1. Or POL, getting a little action. Trying to find the next move. So CYTK. CYTK still solid. Yep, this is a tournament I'm in right now, guys. So if anyone's just joining, this is a tournament you're in. You pay an entry fee, and then you get a $100,000 account. Then you have 3 days to grow that account as big as you possibly can. There was 3,900 entries, and the top prize gets paid on out. So the top number 1 gets paid on out. So we are trying to get to that number 1 spot, but we only have the rest of today, and we are down a little bit. And this Laura lady just keeps on trading. So you see open profit, she's up 21,000 right now. Fancy G, which is a Tradecaster member, killing it. I'm in 5th place right here. And I need to basically double my account somehow. How can I double my account? How can I get a 100% return? I need a 100% return today. Where can I get that? Where can I get that? Where can that happen? MSAI, I mean, we can go ahead and jump back in over on MSAI potentially and try to scalp that one on out the best we can. No options are allowed. No options over in this tournament. It's shares only. Shares only for this tournament. So I'm just trying to load up on some trade that has good volume that's going to be able to pay on out. CYTK, I mean, CYTK can at least kind of fill the void right now when we're looking for something. Let's go ahead and take a look at this play. CYTK, very nice old top. Old top right around 41.23. CYTK, guys, 41.25, 41.23. We could be able to just do that for now until we maybe find something a little bit better. So let's just kind of stay with, you know, $750,000 worth. If that thing can get one last little pop up towards around 41.25. I've had a beautiful uptrend so far, beautiful little spike. I would like to see this one get a little bit of a move and then start, you know, getting a small little reversal back on down. We also do have MSAI. Looks like it's going to get weaker. Guys, MSAI might crack the VWAP here pretty soon. I'm actually thinking about maybe just going back over to MSAI. MSAI for a VWAP crack and see this one again, you know, be able to fade. So I am going to actually probably jump back in on this one to get a little VWAP crack and actually fade on down even lower. So I'm going to jump back in MSAI here. I just got filled at the entry price of $9.25. So I'm actually going to look for this one on MSAI and see if we can actually crack underneath the VWAP now, because cracking underneath the VWAP will give us another sell-off down towards the low $8. So that'll give us another sell-off down towards the low $8. That could definitely help us pay. So right now, entry price $9.25. VWAP is the main support line. Crack of that VWAP, we should go down to low $8 like we are right now, and we can be able to just at least add a little bit of gains on this play. So let's see if we can go down towards like 860 or so. 860, lock it up, take our gains. So 860, lock it up, take our gains. Right now we're at 877, 877, 875, 870, and 860. Let's just lock it up right here. Be smart, be safe. Let's add up on this, guys. So again, just adding a little bit of money where we can. Adding a little bit of money where we can to keep moving ourselves up that leaderboard the best we can. All right, guys. So good job on that. You know, again, this tournament's making us think in a more wild fashion. It's like everything we're doing, we're kind of just going balls to the wall version with. It still cracks of VWAPs, it's still bounce of VWAPs, it's still looking for entries and exits off halts and dip buys and support, but it's just a little bit more crazy. So traders, we are trying to do this at this moment. Our enemy right now, our enemy is the lack of volume. Our enemy is the lack of volume that we are seeing. Can we catch on up? That's the biggest thing. CYTK, I think CYTK is going to go on a little rally up towards like, we got to get a little rally towards like 41.75. Then we can go ahead and do a short. 41.75. Then we can go ahead and do a short. SPY sitting at the same area right now. Cookie D says, Deck, please shout out my husband, Stock Ho for Christmas. Your husband, Stock Ho for Christmas. I'll give you a good one right here. Stock Ho husband, have you been a good boy this year? Have you been naughty? Or have you been nice? You've been naughty, haven't you? You have been naughty. You naughty, naughty boy. Okay. Okay, there you go. Don't ask me to do any more things. Okay? So, we will see. Oh, man. Getting too old for this. Getting too old. Right now, team, still keeping our eyes peeled on this play. SPY still watching this. CYTK, slow and steady. Traders, I need your help. What do you guys see right now is the best trade to be able to make a profit on? I need your help to be able to double up this account in this tournament, 10-20. What is the trade that I can make to be able to win this tournament? Market closes in 5 hours. Tournament closes in 5 hours. Taking a look. Hook is underneath $1 right now. You're not allowed to trade stocks underneath $1 in the tournament. So I'm not allowed to trade any stock that's underneath $1 in the tournament. And Hook's only moved about 10 cents. So there's nothing like, Hook's not really that great because it's only moved 10 cents. I can't really do too much on that. ATAK's been halted now for the past, 30 minutes? I don't want to get my funds stuck that long because it's not really doing anything. A CPRX, still watching this one. So it's like, it's hard right now. POL, little pop. POL, little pop up to $5. Okay. POL, quick little pop up to $5. Maybe a little $5 touch and we could be able to. Come on. How are we going to catch up, Laura? I mean, we might have to go up to like some bigger plays here, like NVDA. You know, NVDA trying to squeeze itself on up. You know, NVDA guys starting to squeeze. It looks like it's going to get a VWAP break. So we could possibly just go to dollars, go to $1.3 million, so, you know, put our account over here, look for that VWAP break and that nice little squeeze. I do think we have VWAP break potential. I'm going to jump in over on NVDA, VWAP break potential, and see if this thing can spike. I actually like NVDA a lot right here. This looks pretty good. For a VWAP break, looks like it's coming up pretty strong right here. And I might actually even jump in on this on real money as well for an NVDA. NVDA, call, 10 contracts. Looking for that market order. See if this thing can be able to break and rip and run. Buy, yes, bada boom, bada bing. Jump in on this play. Let's see if we can make a couple quick bucks over on this play. I do think there's a chance that this rallies on up here over on NVDA. Possibly goes on a little bit of a squeeze. If we can stay above the VWAP. Stay above the VWAP, we can squeeze on up. If it goes underneath the VWAP, it's not good. So I'm only doing 10 contracts right here. Just want to see if NVDA is going to be able to stay alive here. So let's just do NVDA. Making sure that we're all set. Only 10 contracts. This is real money trading, by the way. Real money trading. We are above the VWAP, looking to see if this thing's going to rip and run. And let's see if we can just get up like $200 and just add another $200 on the day. What do we need to get above and break above? We got to get above that 488.30-ish mark. If we go underneath the VWAP, that's where there's going to be some trouble. Stop loss is going to be about $200 here. So if I lose more than $200, just going to have a stop loss and get out. Not going to be willing to take any sort of unnecessary large loss. I'm buying in on it because we are breaking the VWAP and looking to see if we're going to be able to move on up towards around 490. So I want to see, can we be able to break through be able to get that, rip and run that I really want. So NVDA breaking that VWAP for the first time. And now I think there is the potential, especially right near 10:30, about an hour in, to kind of get a reversal. We are also in on our bigger account. Guys, a little bit of a drop right here, down 193. Going to have a stop loss at $200 in case, I don't want to take any large loss. $200, guys, I'm going to be out on that. So real money, hit the VWAP, a little rejection. I was looking for the VWAP break, unfortunately. Did not get the VWAP break there. Right here, traders, over on this trade over on NVDA. Again, it's just unfortunate. NVDA is not going to pay that much. I'm down $300 over on NVDA. So yeah, I'm just gonna get out of that one most likely as well. It's just I need to play smaller plays to win this tournament. I'm gonna have to play smaller plays to win this tournament. I'm gonna have to play smaller stocks to win this tournament. Guys, here comes a little bit of rally. I might jump back in with real money here if we can actually break this. I do like this time. We do have a little bit of a downtrend. We have the VWAP that's looking to break. We could again just wait for the downtrend break. That could be a little bit easier. I think we're going to get one more candle and then a green candle. I still like it. I'm just going to let this paper trade or this tournament, which is a paper trade, kind of last a little bit. It's not going to be that much, but we're kind of waiting for something crazy to come on up anyway. PBTS, come on up. NVDA, VWAP opportunity. I want to see if this breaks. I'm going to jump back in with real money if this breaks the downtrend. Breaks the downtrend, traders. We can start ripping and running. Guys, breaks the downtrend. We can start ripping and running. Here's the downtrend once again. Downtrend once again, looking for that break. Can we break this? If we break this, I think we could squeeze back up towards like 490-ish, which should be nice. We just need to stay above that VWAP and stay alive here. If we can't stay above the VWAP, it's just not good. So stay above the VWAP. Here's the downtrend. Break that downtrend and go. Nope, another touch of the VWAP, another touch of the downtrend. I'm getting out of this trade over on my tournament just because it's not really going to do anything. So let's see. I'm going to focus on real money here. If this breaks this downtrend, I'm going to jump back in with real money. And then try to see if we can make some gains. So can we do it? The answer is no right now. Answer is no right now. What do we need to break, Deck? We need to break 488.30. If we break 488.30, I think we can rip and run back up towards like 489. Doesn't look like it's happening, though. Guys, no entry right now. Doesn't look like it's happening over on NVDA, okay? No entry right now. Staying smart. Let's look for something else. ATAK. ATAK finally just got unholted, but I think it just got halted once again as well. So ATAK did come on up. PBTS. Looking for something a little bit better, ladies and gentlemen. MSAI. MSAI. Okay. Deck, MSAI. Your favorite. Coming back on up. Can we get a little bit of a spike over on MSAI? Oh, man. This one, I bet you it's going to consolidate. A couple little pops here and there, I bet you. Bet you a couple random little pops here and there. Look at NVDA, guys. Notice how NVDA is too weak. It is way too weak underneath this downtrend. So good thing we got out. Good thing we moved on. Good thing we stayed smart. Good thing we said to ourselves, hey, if a play's not there, we don't need to be putting ourselves in on bad positions. Play ain't there. We don't got to put ourselves in on bad positions. I love it. Good job, smart trading team. MSAI starting to turn here slightly. This one could, it's going to be much slower, this one. But it obviously is moving. Man, it gets harder as the day goes on. It gets tougher as the day goes on to be able to, find that one winner. Fancy, I see Fancy in second place right now. It says, Fancy, you are in a trade that you're up $123,000 on. So Fancy, you're in TradeCaster right now. What are you in at this moment? If you're in on chat at this time, so Fancy currently up 95,000 on your trade. You're at 842,000. What are you currently trading, Fancy? That's getting you this profit at this moment. Anything you're sitting on that's kind of, making a nice gain? Guys, look at NVDA. Yuck-saroni. Look at NVDA at this time, guys. Ugh, gross. So NVDA came all the way on up, hit that area. Now here comes the fade and fall. So NVDA, guys, fading and falling all the way back on down. Possibility for what? What could be the possibility? Little inverse head and shoulders pattern. See a little shoulder here, inverse head right here. Does get a bounce on up. You know, that would be pretty solid. So maybe the potential over there for that. But, I mean, guys, it's a little risky. Be smart with your trading right now. No reason to force. No reason to jump in on anything that's not there. Let's focus on this tournament right now. Here comes MSAI, a little bit of a drop back on down. And I mean, MSAI is moving. We have a little downtrend starting to form over on MSAI. Break of that downtrend is where it can squeeze. That's the thing. Break of that downtrend over on MSAI is where it can squeeze. SMFL coming back on up towards around the VWAP. If SMFL touches the VWAP, guys, we can actually load up on that one as well. VWAP touch is going to be pretty solid, I think. So we can actually go huge trade here if SMFL pops back on up and look for a short at the VWAP at around that 265-ish mark. That could be solid for us to be able to get involved over on this play and be able to really load up our account like as big as we can. $641,000. Oh, I can actually go way more than. I think I can go up towards, let's just do $1 million at a time on this trade and just keep on going to see how much we can actually get. I want to see a quick little pop on SMFL, VWAP touch. And then remember, you know, we know things slow down as the day goes on, so it's getting tougher and tougher to be able to keep nailing these trades here. We're on a little dry spell right now, team. Come on, SMFL, give us that pop right up to the VWAP. We're going to short right at the VWAP. So still waiting on this one, team. Stay smart. Guys, if you guys want to watch me trade live every single day, I trade live over on tradecaster.com. So if you guys want to see me trade live every single day, it's on tradecaster.com. You guys can sign up to a free 7-day pass to be able to join, to be able to have the fun, and be able to have the same experience as members here every single day. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. We do have a free Discord that I do like to just post a lot of alerts in. So if you guys are interested in that free Discord, I am dropping it over in the YouTube chat, so you guys can go ahead and check that on out. So we do have a free 7-day pass over on tradecaster.com. And then on top of that, we do have a free Discord if you guys want to go check that on out. Come on, SMFL. Give us a little bit of a pop on up. Give us a little bit of action here. We also have taking a look over on these plays. SMFL, no. HOOK. NVDA. NVDA maybe has that little head and shoulders pattern that I talked about. Guys, SMFL trying to move itself on up. Slow and steady on SMFL. It's going to get that little pop, I think. I think it will get that little pop on up. Also, MSAI here. MSAI also getting very close to either a dump or a spike on up. Notice we have that little wedge. It's going to have that little dump or that little spike right on up. Just staying ready over on the SMFL pop that's going to happen. I'm probably going to start ordering, right around the 260s. See if this thing can, pop on up. Where's, again, like pre-market highs? 274. A lot of pre-market, right around 274. Here's a little pop right here, team. Little pop right here. Didn't get all the way up towards the area I want just yet. Still, again, popping. Notice it's coming right up towards the VWAP. Got close to the VWAP. Not exactly at the VWAP. Is there something that if I tie my funds up in on this, MSAI might be a little bit better. MSAI might be a little bit better here soon. But SMFL, I'm going to buy so many shares, it's going to be able to make a lot of money. VWAP's at 265. Let's see this thing go up to 265, fall back down towards around 260 is the goal. So a little bit of a pop here, get a little bit higher on up. We can start getting some entries in, start scaling in some entries. Then obviously go from there. We just want to scale in some entries. 260, 261 right now. Let's see some 262s and start building a little bit more. Right up towards that VWAP. There is the potential we get up towards around 273 if this thing really takes on off here slightly. 265, here's the first touch, guys. I'm going to definitely enter right now over on SMFL. Just because that's a nice area I like. Entry price 263. If we do keep on spiking, it's going to try to get up towards probably 275 to 280 if we keep on spiking. It's a little bit tough call to know if it is going to or not. We do have a rejection off the VWAP right now. I am up in profit. So again, you know, being able to just have this rejection is paying out very nicely. So there's a nice rejection. You can see how nice that rejection is right here, traders. Ooh, a little lower shadow. Let's see if we can fall back underneath 250. So this is just nice to be able to realize that, you know, okay, when the VWAP hits, you're able to make money. When the VWAP hits, you can be able to make cash. When the VWAP hits, you can be able to make profit. My entry is at the price of 263 at this moment. Ooh, big lower shadow. There's a pop. Dek, how high are we going to go up to? Probably going to try to pop itself on up towards this area right here. This area is going to be up towards, you know, 283-ish. So that is going to be the area. I'm actually going to load up on shares right here. And look to see if I can nail a pullback coming on up. Can I be able to get in on any more? That's the question. My entry price is 279 at this point. 279 at this point. I want to see if I can keep, you know, loading on up here. Entry price 279. Right now it's at 284. Looking for a drop back on down. So I'm just going to keep loading on up here, team. Trying to get as much as I possibly can out of this play. And I think I'm basically, you know, maxed out my account here. Guys, let's go! Let's go! Big drop on down here. Big drop on down with a massive amount of money over on this trade. Upper shadow, big fade. I'm in at 279. It's at 268 right here. I need to see this fall back underneath the VWAP. That was huge. Big upper shadow. Let's see it fade on down. Right now, traders, we're seeing if this can get the crack and start fading back on down towards 250. With the amount of money we have, this is, again, we're just doing everything we can to be able to come out on this tournament. So, traders, we are watching. Come on, crack back underneath that VWAP. Underneath the VWAP back in the 250s, that's going to be gorgeous. We're going to be able to buy our shares back right there. We got SMFL 260, 258, 257 here, 256. Nice big red candle. We got filled all the way up towards 279, and now we're falling back on down towards the 250s. So traders, we are up right now 603,000 on the account value, which is awesome. We are slowly catching on up to that. I'm locking in my profits here to be smart. Guys, let's check out the leaderboard. Let's check out the leaderboard here. All right, let's see what we have. Right now, traders, we are still in 5th place at this moment. So we are at, actually we just jumped up to 3rd. There we go. Whew. Traders, ladies and gentlemen, we are in 3rd place. We are in 3rd place out of 4,000 entries. We are in 3rd. Whew. All right. Guys, we're doing everything we can to win this tournament before Christmas. We're doing everything we can to win this tournament before Christmas. We're in 3rd place out of over 3,900 entries. Guys, we're in 2nd place. We're in 2nd place. Fancy G is down 87,000. Fancy, I don't want that for you. Fancy, you're part of TradeCaster. You know what I will say? I got to say this, though, real quick. We have myself in TradeCaster. We have Fancy G in TradeCaster. And we have another 2 trade on TradeCaster. We have 3 people right here over in TradeCaster in the top 5 out of this multi-thousand person entry. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to this community. Shout out to the people that learn and be able to take it to be able to win money. This is what we do here over on TradeCaster.com. We teach and we allow you to execute. Shout out to you guys crushing it. I'm in second place right now. Laura, I'm just gonna be honest. Guys, earmuffs here for a second. I'm gonna be honest here, Laura. You're fucked. I'm coming up behind you. I'm coming up right behind you right now. Let's get ready to work. Team, it's game time. We got to catch on up on this tournament. All right, team. We got to catch on up over on this tournament here. We have to double the account somehow. How can we double this account on up? So we are all good. Ready to get after it. All right. Woo! Yes, traders, for the final time, just want to make sure everyone is fully aware. We have real money trading and we have tournament trading. What is real money trading? Real money trading is when you put in real $10,000 and get $10,000. You put in $100,000 and whatever you make, you actually make in real life. A tournament, think about it as like a poker tournament. You pay an entry fee. You pay an entry fee, that money gets put into a pot, and then you can win all the entry fee money at the end. So in this case, you paid $7. I paid $7 to enter this tournament. Paying $7 gave me a $100,000 account in 3 days and said, make as much money as you can in the stock market in 3 days. And right now, I'm in second place. So there are a lot of people out there that tried to make as much money as they can and they lost it all. They lost their accounts. They lost their $100,000. They don't have anything left. Just like in a poker tournament, you pay an entry fee, you get your chips, and then you try to make it all the way down to the end. In this case, same exact thing. So I need to trade and be able to make about another $600,000 somehow and get myself going. So traders, let's see what we can do at this time. How can we be able to come out on top? How can we be able to make this money? I need your help, guys. I need your help. If you guys see something spiking, if you guys see something moving, if you guys see something ripping, if you guys see something running, I need you guys alerting it for me so we can be able to win this tournament. Okay? So let's do it here. Let's see what we have. Unfortunately, guys, I can't do any options. So I can't trade like 0 DTE options. I can't do that. It's only shares available. So it's only shares. We can go long. We can short. MSAI, we could go back over towards that one. Yeah, where's MSAI at this moment? So let's, get this all good. Claire, can you change the music up? I feel like I'm listening to like your playlist when you went to Nashville on your bachelorette party. This is awesome. If I wanted to, take tequila shots and wear leather boots and show my butt off, but I'm trying to win a tournament over here. Can you switch the music up, please? Thank you. I appreciate you. So, traders, let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to see what's going to be coming on up here next. NVDA. MSAI traders still getting ugly. I do think MSAI is going to get one last little pop-up to the VWAP, short at the VWAP. I think short at the VWAP 950, then we start dropping it back on down. MSAI traders already getting weaker here. MSAI could definitely be one of the plays that is, oh man, MSAI, I'm just missing it. MSAI right now already starting to dump. MSAI, dang it. That was one obviously we want to catch here if we got to catch up. If we're going to catch up, it's like we're trying to nail this here, team. We have to nail these red candles if we are going to catch up on this tournament. So MSAI here. Come on. That one is solid. Anything else, guys? I mean, we could play anything that's even going on quick little spikes. IREN, potential. I'm going through our scanners here. OPXS. Come on. ATAK has been halted for nonstop. NUWE. Come on, guys. We got to take down Laura. We got to take down Laura. I'm giving this my all right here, traders. We got one day. The tournament ends in 5 hours. The tournament ends in 5 hours. And I'm about to go from a $7 tournament to SFWL. $7 entry to 2,200 bucks. Another day to trade. I know you're right there too. You're right there as well. I'm rooting for Tradecaster members. As long as Laura doesn't win. I want a Tradecaster member to win at least. NVDA. NVDA, guys. Wait for that one to break back above the VWAP. Hook. Yell it out, guys. Everyone yell it out right now. TikTok, YouTube, Tradecaster, Discord. Where is the money going to be made today? Where, like, what could I jump in on at this time to be able to catch on up? I'm just trying to figure it out. PRZO, IRN. I'm going to check out everything that you guys are alerting. PRZO, possible a little short. Is that what you're thinking, New England trader? Like a PRZO, maybe short on down? I mean, the good news is it's not moving fast, but it is so inexpensive you can load up on shares. PRZO, is this a little sleeper pick right here? Or IREN? IREN. IREN's not bad. IREN, it has a very slow and steady uptrend. MSAI, yeah, still the best bet. I just feel like the moment I jump in on that one, it's gonna get one of those random pops. You guys think that? I think it's gonna. I would rather wait for one of those random pops, but and then kind of get ready to dump some funds into that play. Maybe CCCC. CCCC. Okay, little mid candle breakout pattern setup over there. Short MULN. Laura's shorting MULN. I mean, it's not going to get enough movement for us to be able to come out on top. Guys, the SPY isn't going to be able to pay me out too much. So the SPY's not going to be able to pay me out too much because I can't do options. So the SPY's not going to make me that much money, unfortunately. It's only going to make me a few $1,000s at most, probably. All right, MSAI. I think MSAI is going to get a little pop back on up towards the VWAP. And then we can look for another short right back on down. We got to hope that something gets pumped on up today. We got to hope that something gets pumped on up today, guys. We got to hope that something gets, some chat room out there, some community picks some sort of low float garbage and just pumps it straight on up. And if that happens, if we do get one of those like low float pumps, right on up, then, traders will definitely, we'll have a nice shorting opportunity right back on down. Do you have OX? I don't know what OX is, unfortunately. I'm sorry, so I don't know what OX is. SMFL. Oh, guy. Okay, SMFL. SMFL is back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going back over to SMFL. SMFL is back. This is one of those plays, has good volume. SMFL. I mean, it's actually moving pretty well right now. Maybe a little pullback and see if this thing can squeeze and spike. We might actually go long. SMFL. Let's go switch over to dollars. Let's go over to kind of like, what were we at? Like $1 million at a time. And SMFL, this play, watch her pullback back down towards like 294. See if this thing can be able to rip and run. SMFL does have good volume. Once again, previous top gainer from this morning, 293% gap up, sitting right at $3. Does have support right at this 290-ish mark. If I can get filled right next to 290, I actually do like that. Notice again, it's trying to get that bounce play off 290. Upper shadow, bounce play. So upper shadow, bounce play. Can it hold its gains? Hold its gains. 290 still trying to fight and stay alive. We got to get back above $3. Everyone stay alert. Everyone stay ready on this. So SMFL, we are watching. We are waiting on this one. So let's see if this one can stay alive here. I don't know if I should go long or short, to be honest. I want to see if it's going to be able to stay up here. I think, give us a lower shadow, and I'm actually thinking more on the long side. We got this big U-shaped pattern. It's working its way back on up. SMFL, I could imagine it back up towards like 320. We can take some gains with $1 million trade. Getting back on up here a little bit. Guys, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to go SMFL on the long side. What my entry price, 311. No way, sir. That is not true. 311 entry price. That is absolute hot garbage if you ask me. I'm actually might sell this because I don't want to, be putting myself in any sort of bad position if this one does dump. I do not like that entry price at all. 311. I don't know about that, ref. The boys are out here working their ass off and you're making blown up calls like that. Just come on. Not even giving me a chance. There's 311 right there. Come on. Rip and run. Rip and run. Got up towards 320. Nice rip and run right here. I'm in 311 with $1 million worth of shares. 320. Let's go! Ah! Let's see it go here, baby. 330 all the way on up. 320. I'm just going to lock in my gains and be smart here, traders. Just to be a smart little camper. Get out of the trade. Okay. Okay. I didn't like that entry, though, at all. I hated that entry. Hated that entry. Hated that entry. Check the leaderboards. Check the leaderboards. We are at, right now, oh, come on, guys. We are at 703,000. Fancy G from Tradecaster actually just jumped ahead of me. And Laura is not trading. Laura's going with the strategy of, I don't want to lose any money. I'm going to sit here and make them work for it. So, Laura, I like the strategy if you're listening right now, right? You're saying, hey, I'm up $1 million. I'm going to make them come to me. Okay, I like the strategy. I do. I think you got, a good thing going for you. But right now, we are trying to do as much as we can. And SMFL is definitely one of the stocks going to be able to make it happen. I'm thinking big upper shadow at this point. Maybe reversal. We are going to get another spike and then a reversal back on down. So let's keep it going here, traders. Trying to do everything we can here. Final stretch. Watch for a little pop up towards 330. I want to get one last little pop up towards 330 and then a reversal right back on down is the goal. Already starting to turn here slightly. Already starting to turn here. We can't miss these. We have a little bit of an upper shadow. I'm actually going to... Ooh. I was going to jump in on this play. Dollars. Come on. Dollars. There you go. $1 million trades at a time. With our tournament money. Top resistance 320-ish here, as you guys can see. If we start breaking 320... All right, SMFL, we're working on it. We got about $400,000 to go. We got to make one big trade and we got to make it count. We got to make one big trade, guys, and we have to make it count. So, like, we have to get one big trade and make it count. I think there might be a chance that we actually spike back on up one more time, get a big upper shadow here, and then maybe we can hammer down a short. And I'm actually going to go $2 million over on this one, hammering down the short, 325 right here, 325 at this moment. I'm going to do a short right here, traders. Over on this play, have it hit and reverse. Can it hit and reverse here? We can't have it break on out. If it breaks on out, I'm in a whole lot of trouble. Don't break on out here. What's my entry right now? Entry price 329. 329 on the short side. Okay, I'm in $2 million or exposure. Oh, only $200,000. That's actually not that bad. Okay, so that was shares, and we actually are not even close to where we could be at. So I am looking for more $2 million. There we go, $2 million. And see if this thing is going to be able to fade. So I'm in on $200,000 right now in case it does fade. That's fine. We do have this little upper shadow at this moment. We want to see if this thing can reverse and start fading and falling. Right now, it's trying to, again, get this pop. We are getting this movement, big drop on down. Little drop on down right now. We only have $200,000 in on this trade, guys. I kind of have to go for it. I have to go for it. I'm a little scared of this, though. Now I'm putting in $2.1 million. New entry price, $313. New entry price, $313. I just have to go for it in case we do get a drop, but I don't like it, to be honest. This is one of those plays I really don't like, and I'm kind of just hoping for the best, but we got to be able to make some sort of move. Someone tell me if this thing is spiking on up. Someone tell me right now. Right now, it's at $319. My entry price is $313 at this time. We got $2.1 million in on for the tournament, looking for the crack back down to $295. If we can go underneath again $3, we could be able to make a few, $100,000 out of this trade here. So entry price $313, currently sitting at $308. Be ready to sell that. I got 702,000 shares over on this play, looking for this one to be able to. Oh baby, hold on. Okay, lock it out. Lock it out. Let's lock it out. Let's lock it out. Let's do it. Let's do it, traders. Let's get ready to work here. Second place. Second place. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Laura. Keep sitting back. Keep sitting back. Just sitting back and not trading is not going to work much longer. Just sitting back and not trading is not going to work much longer. All right, here. Let's see what we got. Traders, so everyone asking, next tournament is the end of January. I think it's a $15 tournament for $5,000 cash prize for first place. So if you guys want to be joining the next tournament for, again, to win, again, real money, real cash prize, everything, make sure, number one, you guys are following me on Twitter, you guys are following me on Instagram, or you guys are part of Tradecaster. Tradecaster, I go over absolutely everything. Make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. Free 7-day pass. Get on over here to tradecaster.com. Click the link in my bio, and you guys will be all set for a free 7-day pass. Do not miss the next tournament. It's either going to be a $7 or $15 tournament for either a $2,000 cash prize or, again, a $5,000 cash prize. So right now we are going after it. MSAI traders, yep, still getting weaker. MSAI had this little spike. This is like the little spike we wanted. MSAI traders, we might get the little touch again, and MSAI is going to get a hard red candle soon. MSAI is going to get a hard red candle now. Also, a little heads on up. Has anyone been doing what I've been doing on my tournament, and you guys have been doing it in real money? Has anyone been doing what I've been doing in the tournament, and you guys been doing for real money? And you guys are like, Dek, I'm up like $4,000 today. So if you guys are just doing what you're doing in the tournament to a real money here, you guys could be up a crazy amount still. So like that is absolutely awesome for anyone that is, you know, doing similar trades in that manner. So we will continue. Keep our eyes peeled on these. Looking to see what's going to be happening next. MSAI has the potential. Make that move, make that climb, make that rip, make that run. And we're dialed in here, team. And I'm watching SMFL, and I'm also just watching the chart pattern over on MSAI. Guys, SMFL is actually moving a little bit better, but MSAI is actually starting to turn here. MSAI might be a little bit safer. Over on MSAI, it might be a little bit safer because we can go ahead and load up big, and we really don't have to worry about too much on that play. So I don't think we have to worry about too much over on this one. I like how that one's moving, though. SMFL traders is moving pretty good. MSAI is going to get to the orange line, and it's either going to get that upper shadow or it's going to dump on down. Here comes the little pop. Here comes the little pop, guys. We just hit that little pop. Here's the little pop again over on MSAI. MSAI traders, a little bit of a pop on up. Here, a little pop right here. Notice we hit the orange line, fell on down, hit the orange line, fell on down, hit the orange line. Let's just see if we start falling on down over on MSAI. MSAI, notice we hit the orange line, fell on down, hit the orange line, fell on down, hit the orange line, fell on down. If we hit this orange line and we start falling, we could dump all the way down towards like $6, to be honest with you. So just be ready to rock and roll over on MSAI if that one's going to start getting a little bit weaker for us. Just because it's been moving. It's been a solid play. Another little, touch right here. I want to put MSAI on the bottom level too. MSAI got up towards the price of what, 830-ish? MSAI at the price of 830 here. Notice it's trying to get the pop. If it pops, it's going to go back up to the VWAP. So if it pops, it's going to try to get back up towards that VWAP area. If not, we're going to see a nice hard red candle here. So I'm just staying ready in case we do get that nice hard red candle. Staying ready in case we do start getting that drop. It's going to be probably like sub $8. Sub $8. I'm getting ready to pull the trigger on this one. $2 million on the put side or on the short side. Start getting a little bit more weakness back on down. All right, team. We're doing everything we can here. Doing everything we can, but we're also staying smart. Doing everything we can, but we're also staying smart. So notice it's starting to break this line here slightly. Watch the level 2 now. So we have MSAI breaking this downtrend. There is the potential that this thing spikes right on up here. Notice how it's trying to get volume. This is the importance of trend lines. So this is why we talk about trend lines. This is why we go over trend lines. This is why it's so important for all of us to be aware of trend lines, because I want to make sure every single person understands, understands what's so good, what's so bad about them. It helps us gauge if we should be bullish. It helps us gauge if we should be bearish. It helps us gauge if we should be in or out of these plays. Right now, MSAI and SMFL. Guys, is there anything else moving across the board right now? Is there anything else that you guys are seeing and saying to yourself, oh, Dek, this is really good. You should jump in right there. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I got to be able to make another $300,000 to be able to catch up to this Laura lady. So I am all ears. If you guys see something that has a little bit more volume, I always say we are a team here. And I'm just ready to go in case MSAI starts fading back on down towards around this area. SMFL, little bit of a bull flag pattern, guys. Be careful. SMFL, bull flag setup here. Bull flag setup. SMFL may spike in the next few moments, to be honest with you. SMFL, bull flag setup right now. Everyone be ready. Potential spike if this thing starts going above that 315-ish mark. Be ready on this team. I'm telling you right now, SMFL, even for like real money trading. Okay, so real money trading here. Over on SMFL, this is a bull flag setup, and the bull flag is actually looking pretty good. So you guys can actually see this right here. We are going to have either a hard spike or dump within the next 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes, this is going to get so tight, it's going to have to make some sort of direction. So SMFL, I do not know which direction that's going to be. I'm leaning towards it's going to be on the call side. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. I'm leaning towards that it's going to be on the call side. But if this play, again, does what? If this play all of a sudden, starts breaking up through like 315 or so, I think it could get a little bit fast and a little bit crazy and a little bit, hard. So please, please, please use your head. Just understand that right now so that you guys are all good to go. Let's see if it dumps here. SMFL. Watch to see if that one starts dumping there at this moment. So 305. So yeah, so SMFL right here, traders. Still inside that tight. Let's again have SMFL just typed on out, ready to go. MSAI. Ooh, MSAI traders actually starting to get weaker now. MSAI starting to get a little weaker. Guys, MSAI getting ready for the possible dump here. Guys, MSAI is getting ready to possibly turn. If that cracks, look at this. We bounced off 790-ish, bounced off 790-ish, bounced off 790-ish. We are basically right in the bottom of this. This should be able to get a huge crack here very soon. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going in. MSAI on the short side, over on this play. Did I just put, yeah, okay, MSAI, short side. What entry am I in? 802. 802 entry, MSAI with $2 million right here of the tournament money. Tournament money, looking for the MSAI crack. So I want to see MSAI crack. And also, wow, SMFL, guys. SMFL just fell off the face of the earth. So this one actually just fell off the face of the earth right here. As you guys can tell, there was a massive dump over on SMFL. Look at that, traders. And that just got ugly. So that just got ugly right there over on SMFL. Notice the bull flag pattern, and I told you within the next 5 minutes, this play is either going to stay alive or this thing is going to get absolutely horrendous. So if you guys take a look right now, traders, what can you guys realize? This thing is already getting pretty ugly. Now, I am in on MSAI right now, and MSAI is trying to stay alive. I definitely want to switch on over. MSAI, though, it's like only at $8 here. If this thing can still crack very well. So even though SMFL, it has a lot of volume right now, I'm still interested on MSAI for that dump underneath $8. I just didn't know which way. I didn't know which way MSAI was going to go. I just did not know which way MSAI was going to go. I did not know which way MSAI was going to kind of, go towards right there. Or SMFL, excuse me. But I think MSAI can get a similar reaction pretty soon. I think the worst thing for me to do is jump out and then miss a possible MSAI dump. I think that's the worst thing I can do. So let's see if I can get my big red candle next. We have to go underneath 802. Go underneath $8, and let's see if I can get my big red candle now. MSAI has bounced off $8, has bounced off $8, has bounced off $8, has room to fall all the way down towards around 664 if this one does start crashing. So if we start crashing here, watch the bids. The bids are at $8 right now, team. If the bids start going, 790, 789, hold on here, traders. We're at the corner of the wedge. I might get my red candle here pretty soon. My red candle might be coming on up here momentarily. 775. Let's get our big red candle drop here. We want our big red flush here. So we want our big red flush if we can be able to dump all the way back on down. And I'm watching the bids here. I want to see the bids get released. We got bids at 796, 788. We are underneath $8, which is a great sign, but we need to see one red candle to kind of kill it. One red candle to bring it down to 750. One red candle to bring it down towards $7. One red candle to say, hey, it's over, and we are going to fall all the way down towards around 660. So with this big of a trade as well, we can be able to make a lot of money if this one does dump. If this one does dump, we could be able to make a lot of money. We can be able to get a lot of funds. We're up $400 or $600 on our normal trade, or $400 now, excuse me, because I did take a small loss. And then we are on our paper trading a tournament right now, which we're trying to win. The ask is underneath $8. Man, ask back up to $8. Come on, bids. Come on, bids. We got to see you get weak here. We are right on this, exactly where I want to be. Take a look at this downtrend here. Take a look at this wedge. I just want to see this thing collapse. Let this thing collapse. SMFL, guys, I am missing out on SMFL, unfortunately. SMFL getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And if you guys take a look, SMFL dropping so hard here, that one may continue to be able to fade on SMFL. That one might continue to go all the way down towards like low of the day, I'm guessing. So please be careful over there. That one is a good one, absolutely. And MSAI, it's a little bit slower, but it's doing what I want. It's a little bit slower, but it is doing what I want it to right now. Come on, get that dump. Traders, you guys can all see what I'm looking for. You guys can all see what I'm aware of. I'm trying to catch up to, again, this Laura lady who's up over $1 million right now. And I'm just looking for that one nice red candle here, which I know can happen. If I have to get out, always be ready to get out. Always have an entry set prepared to get out in case things go against you. Don't wait until things are going to go against you before you start getting prepared to get out. Always be ready to get out. Come on. We are right at this candle here, traders. I don't like how, again, the bids, though, are still back, or the ask is up to 796. I want to see that ask lower. Get rejected. Get rejected here. 790, still $8. Don't want to see that thing breaking. Right now, we're still up a little bit. Come on. A little slow. This mortar's going through at $8 again. I'm nervous it's possibly a little break. All right, we got the ask, or the bid starting to fall a little bit again. Traders, I know this one's a little bit slower. This one's not as exciting. This one's a little bit slower, but I do think that just as hard of a red candle on SMFL just had, we can see over on MSAI. Just as hard as a red candle, we could be able to see that over on MSAI. Because it's all about looking for triangles. For anyone who does not know, the reason why SMFL just went on this dump is because we just had this triangle form. When you have wedges, you have very strong moves, okay? So when you have wedges, you will have very strong moves and you will have very strong direction changes. So SMFL was consolidating until it got tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter until it had to get either a pop or until it had to get a drop. That was going to happen. We said it was going to happen. We knew that it was going to get so tight that eventually that volume had to go somewhere. Imagine it like water pressure. Imagine you're pumping up a water gun. When you pull that trigger and allow that water to go out, guess what happens? It flies. It goes very fast. It goes very far. Same exact thing with SMFL. We had all this water pressure with nowhere to go. Eventually, it burst. So that's what I'm kind of looking for over on MSAI, where I'm saying to myself, hey, there's no place to go for this water pressure. I'm looking for it to basically burst and crash on down like the last one did. And also, SMFL there. As long as Laura didn't trade that. Did Laura trade that last one? As long as Laura's still sitting, she has not traded at all. Okay, so she has not traded at all. She is still sitting. And also Tradecaster here, another day to trade over on Tradecaster. He's in second. He's actually beating me by $50,000 right now. Laura's still sitting at 1.1 saying, hey, I just hope one of them mess up. So I like Laura's strategy. I do. Laura's just basically saying, hey, I hope one of them messes up. Guys, right now, MSAI trying to move itself on up a little bit. It's actually getting a little bit of a doink, a little bit of a bounce off this area. Can we be able to crack on down? Don't like that. Guys, I'm going to get out of this play over on MSAI because it's not getting a crash. I don't want to get even risk possibly getting a spike all the way back on up on. So I'm going to get out of MSAI here. Going to take a small loss, I think, over on MSAI. I'm still in on this play. Is it going through? MSAI, am I filled? No, I'm still in on this play. I'm not trying to be in on this play. MSAI, buy, because I was shorting it, right? I just don't want to get caught up in case this thing starts, going on any sort of spike. Oh, I don't think I'm connected right here. I'm not connected. Reset connection, reset connection. When I look at the leaderboards, you got to reset your connection. There we go. So now I'm out. All right, had to take a small loss on that one. Had to take a small loss on that one, unfortunately. Nothing too bad, nothing too dramatic though. SMFL traders is getting weaker. SMFL is getting weaker. SMFL has the chance of basically getting its next leg on down. It really does. So SMFL does have that chance of getting that next leg on down here. Possible, again, getting involved over on this play for that possible drop, for that fade. If we go underneath 250, should be a ton of weakness, but 250 is going to be very tough to be able to break above or break underneath. Any other just random pump and dumps right now? Any other just little random pump and dumps at this moment? SMFL. I got to find something. I got to find something here, traders. Especially with that little loss right there. I got to find something better. Right now, I'm struggling because we're running out of hype. MULN starting to pump on up. Ooh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I love you. MULN halted at this time. 11:10. Okay, just got halted. Thank you, traders. I absolutely love you. Okay, let's check out this leaderboard real quick, kind of see where I'm at after that loss. After that loss, okay, took away about $50,000. So after that loss, I'm still in third at this time. Laura's still not trading. Another trades, he's not in anything. Okay, so it's time to kind of get after it here. How are we going to get involved in MULN? MULN 1246 13 EMA. Is this one going to open on up and just dump? Definitely has potential to. A lot of these plays that have been spiking obviously have not been able to hold their gains very long. I'm probably going to go with, at this point, probably $900,000 shorts or $900,000 shorts right here. Dollars. There we go. And add as it goes on up. I want to see it basically have gap up, upper shadow, add, upper shadow, add, upper shadow, add, collapse. Thank you for everyone who's watching today. Thank you to everyone who's joining us on this day. I hope you guys are having a blast. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun. And we are just doing as much as we possibly can. So unfortunately, right now as well over on TikTok, I just got taken down. TikTok is stupid like this sometimes, guys. They always flag me for frauds and scams whenever I live stream. So do I agree with this decision? No, I do not. What did I do? So sorry for anyone that was watching over on TikTok. I took a look over there. And that's the thing, guys. I've been, unfortunately, it's kind of annoying. I used to post videos over on TikTok, and I used to get, like this just came on up. So I used to post videos on TikTok, and I used to get 100,000 to 1 million views nearly every single time. Then again, I started getting banned over and over and over again. Now I'll post something on TikTok, it gets a few hundred views, maybe a few thousand views. It was, it's just like, I used to get 1 million views on every video, and now they just basically like shadow ban me. They just don't put anything out, that I do. So right now, MULN traders, let's see if this one is going to get any sort of spike or rip or run here. All right, team, we're so close. I mean, we've been on a frenzy here, doing everything we possibly can. I'm kind of getting mentally drained a little bit, guys. I'm going after it. I mean, we're talking about winning this tournament here. 11-10, 11-15 and 3 seconds. 11-15 and 3 seconds. So, traders, we are getting ready for an MULN trade. We are watching for shorts. We don't think it's going to go up too high. A lot of times these plays, you know, $7. I'm thinking maybe the $11 region. Probably going to get a couple entries in on this one. We're just trying to win this tournament. Deck, the Matrix doesn't want us to learn. Maybe. Maybe. Traders, 11-13 in this market. I think the best way to kind of wrap up the live streams for Christmas vacation would be doing this. All right, traders. We got 50 seconds. 50 seconds over on this one. Got to be able to make some big money here. We got 50 seconds. We started with a $100,000 account 3 days ago. We're now up over $700,000. We've been able to 7x the account in 3 days. So, let's try to again get 10x, catch up to Laura. This is going to be the biggest trade yet to make it happen. This is going to be the biggest trade yet to make this happen, to be able to get some action here. This trade right here, team, is going to probably be one of the make or break ones. We know we have room to run up towards 10 bucks. We are looking to short, has opportunity to spike up towards around 1246, 13 EMA. We are coming out live in 3 seconds in 3, 2, 1. MULN. MULN is live. I would like to see $10. MULN is live, not having any large gap up right here. I'm actually going to jump in because we're not seeing any sort of crazy hyper momentum at this time. Oh, reset connection, reset connection. I was looking at the leaderboard. I didn't reset my connection. So here, traders, what did I just get filled at? Over on MULN. I don't think I got filled on MULN at all. Orders. MULN submitted. Just got filled. MULN just got filled at what price? MULN got filled at entry price $9.28. Okay, not exactly great, but you know what? We'll make it work. Dollars, $9.28. This thing is getting very jumpy. What's my exposure? 873. Hold on, we want to be able to add on to this bad boy. I'm kind of messing up a little bit right now, but it's okay. I'm messing up a little bit, but it's okay. Because we are getting a little bit of that drop. Are we going to go back on down? Let's see a little bit of a pop back on up towards 940. I got a little bit of action over on this play. MULN, entry price 928. It's already starting to fall. I have almost $1 million of exposure, so it's still good. We're still up in the green, but not as much as I kind of wanted on this play. Huge dump, huge sell-off. Very happy with the sell-off right now. I was hoping to get a little bit more. I mean, hey, we are up in the green, which is awesome. I'm very excited to be up in the green here. I'm going to add right here and see if this thing is just going to keep falling apart. So traders, I'm adding onto this. My entry's at 877. I got $2.8 million of exposure, which means about $2.8 million in on this play. Let's just see if this thing can fall all the way down towards 820. Fall down to 820, basically be able to get out of this play and be able to make some more money on this one. So right here, traders, I had to add in on the stock. You can see the blue line is my entry. Blue line's my entry, looking to see if we can fall back down towards the VWAP area. Oh man, unfortunately this was not, the trade that I kind of wanted. I wanted to get a full $2-3 million all the way up at the top. My entry price right now is 877. We're still up in the green right now, but we want to see this thing fade and fall all the way back on down. I do know 875 is a good support line, usually holds up as a solid support area. We got to be able to see this thing fade. Got to be able to see this thing fade back on down. Anything above $9, we're going to look to be able to see if we can add. Anything above $9, we want to be able to add onto the short. Add. Nice. Let's just keep adding anything above anything above $9 so that we can have a better cost basis. Anything above $9, we're adding for a better cost basis. And we're just going to see how, if we can just keep running this on up, bring up our entry price. This thing is going to get its fade. It's going to get a fall. And let's just see it. Right now, team, we're at 3.16 million. And we are just trying to get this the best we possibly can for the best possible entry. Do we have this left? No. Okay, I was going to say we don't have. I'm going full account here, traders. Get myself a better entry. Get myself a better entry. See this thing fade and fall. Okay. Traders, we brought our entry price up towards 881. 881 entry price. This is basically the full account at this moment. Looking for a drop and fade back on down underneath the price of $9. Okay. So, I wanted to get a much better entry. I wanted a much better entry. We have a solid entry price at the price of $881. We basically are using all of our chips on this one. This is one we have all of our chips on, and we're looking for a fade and drop back on down towards the VWAP. I would much rather it be slow like this. I don't want fast. Fast, a lot of times, guys, leads to excitement. Slow leads to what? Boredom. Slow means the trader's saying, oh, it doesn't look like it's hot anymore. Let me sell. Slow leads to a lot of slow leads to profit taking. So I would rather see MULN stay slow and not get a little bit of popping and ripping and running here. So right now, traders, slow down MULN. Slow down MULN. We got to see this thing reverse. I wasn't ever super happy with this entry on this one. We're running out of time though, guys. We only have 4 hours until this tournament ends. We're running out of time. We're running out of trades. We're running out of momentum. We got to see MULN if it can turn back on down. We have a high of the day of 995. We got to fall back down towards the VWAP. Fall back down towards the VWAP, guys, and we'll be able to get ourselves in on this play. So, fall back down to the VWAP and we will be set, ready to go. And I think in time we will fall back down towards this VWAP, but if I just don't want, we just can't have MULN, be one of those random squeezers for us. One of those random squeezes, one of those random pops, one of those random moves that just goes up even higher and higher and higher. No, guys, no, guys, no, guys, no, guys, no, guys, no, guys, no, guys. 965, we can't, come on. No, our tournament dreams right now. Our tournament dreams at this moment. We have to see this thing reverse. Our tournament dreams. Come on, don't get the break of $10. If we break $10, guys, it's going to definitely hurt the account big. We are currently down We're currently down 320,000 at this moment. So we got to be able to break out of this. We got to be able to come back down to this blue line. This blue line is my entry. Best thing I can do is maybe if there's any money left in the account, go ahead and try to just, get any sort of entry here set. Rejected, not enough buying power. Can we fall back underneath 880? 880, we start making some good money. It's a pump and dump type of play. We should fall back on down towards the VWAP area in time. If that takes the next hour, if that takes the next 30 minutes, it should fall back down underneath 880 regardless, because we should go back down towards 825. Going from 880 to 825 is going to push us up about another $200,000, get us up near $1 million. The worst case scenario would be if we break $10 here and we go on a rip and run. So that's the worst case scenario. Oh man, it's looking good too. It's looking good too. Oh man, guys, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The tournament dreams. Come on here. I knew I didn't like that entry when I was getting involved into it. It's just I felt like I was forcing it to do it. Why? Because we're just running out of time. You guys are picking the right plays, though. These are the plays that are the most active. These are the plays that have the most activity. What am I going to be doing here the rest of the day? It's going to be holding MULN until I get back into the green. We take a look at the leaderboard right here, traders. Remember, we don't get anything for for second. We don't get anything for these areas. We only get money for what? We get money for the top one. So right now you can see in my live trade, I'm down $295,000 at this moment. I'm still in third place, even being down $295,000 at this moment. So still in third place, even down this big trade, which is solid. That's how much that we're up at this time. So there's still no quit. We still have a lot of opportunity. Another day trade. All we need is MULN to dump. MULN, we just have to have it dump, and MULN at this moment is still ripping though. MULN is still going up higher, and that is just not good whatsoever. Maybe get out of this play, get a better entry, and go from there. Could that be something that's smarter, guys? Because we're down $421,000 at this moment. So we are still building over on MULN. Quick, someone who always loses. Is there anyone in the chat? Is there anyone on YouTube that always loses every single time you trade? Go buy shares of MULN. If you are a trader that loses every single time you trade, and no matter what, you always the opposite always happens. Someone, again, make a little bit of a small sacrifice here and buy shares because you know that it always does opposite of what you do. So if you buy shares on MULN at 985, it'll come crashing on down, and then I can get good on the tournament here. So if there's anyone here that, always loses and is just really bad, make sure go do that so we can get this tournament, still staying alive here. So let's see here, traders. Let's see. No. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately at this time, we are up. I'm currently down $600,000 at this moment over on this trade. With that being stated, traders, there still is time for this to drop on down. But I was giving it my all for this tournament. Remember, guys, it really comes on down to what? It comes on down to the pure fact either you are going to come in first and everything after first is last. So I was giving it my all over on this one, over on MULN. Unfortunately, traders, I am down, and it looks like I'm about to be out. Came down to the final stretch. I was in second place. There's only 4 hours left of this tournament. I went after it. I did everything I could. I was trading like a madman, like an animal. But a squeeze has just happened. So, traders, I don't think I'm winning this tournament anymore. Guys, I'm proud of myself for this tournament. Out of over 4,000 traders, I was in second place. Out of over 4,000 traders, I was in second place in this tournament. And now, unfortunately, this place squeezed on me. I couldn't catch up to Laura, and now I am going to be out of this tournament. Had a lot of fun doing it, and next tournament starts up in January. So you know what? Proud of myself on the tournament. Got myself all the way up to second place. But unfortunately at this time, traders, it looks like my time in this tournament is coming on down to the end. It's basically like I went on a rampage right here, team. I was going all the way from a no-name to the final table of the World Series of Poker. I'm sitting on down. I got pocket kings. And someone just throws out pocket aces as I go all in. Hey, it was a very fun tournament. It was a very fun tournament. It was a very fun time, and next tournament starts up at the end of January. So not over there. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look over on those leaderboards here. And you can see on the leaderboard right now. Oh, man. On the leaderboard, currently all the way down to 89th now, because I still have $53,000, but once this hits 100,000, I'll be out. So this play, traders, Laura, she did the good strategy. She just said, I'm not even risking, make them catch up to me. Another day trade came out to 8, TradeCaster member, we are rooting for you. So we got another day trade left, and we got Fancy left. Fancy, both TradeCaster members going to compete for the gold here. And I will keep on holding over on MULN. On MULN, I will keep on holding to see if it comes back on down, and we'll be all good to go. But at this point, team, seems like my tournament run is over. What a run I made, though. I mean, guys, that was like a poker run right there. That was like a Vegas run. I felt like I just turned $100,000 into $800,000, was beating out 4,000 other people, and I just went for it. Coming in second, you don't get any money. Coming in second, you don't get anything whatsoever. I had to go and I had to pull the trigger. I had to. So we'll see what we get. Guys, a lot of fun. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff there. So we'll now let's just see where MULN opens up towards next. I'm definitely going to make this a little fun YouTube video as well, so you guys can kind of rewatch, you know, my tournament journey. But man, I was going for it. I was going for the first. Yeah, you better believe. At the end of January, I'm coming back. Who here is going to compete in the January one? It's probably going to be a $7 entry fee, maybe $15 entry fee for double the money. But yeah, I'm thinking, guys, we come on back at the end of January and we get that dub. Second place, not too bad, but we want that dub. Thank you. Thank you to Leo. Leo over in YouTube right now saying, ha, Decky, it was always going to keep on spiking. It's a simple prompt, bro. Simple indicators. Awesome. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate your positive feedback. And let's go ahead and let's check out where Leo is on the leaderboard at this time. Oh, ha, wait a minute. I don't see your name on the leaderboard, Leo. So either, again, you can actually make a little bit of money in this market, or you can shut your mouth! Thanks for the absolutely useless feedback. Glad to see that you're winning. Good job. The prize first place was $2,200 for first place, and its first place only gets paid. So we're all set. So traders, man, what a crazy time. I just want to see when MULN is going to open on up. Let's go to www.newsfil. How much higher is it going to get up to? 13 EMA. 13 EMA is 1265. So 1265 over on MULN. You have to locate shares if you guys want to get filled over on MULN. Stock is accessible to go ahead and short this play. So if you guys are interested, you guys can go ahead. It's actually very cheap to go ahead and get shares. They're only $1. $1 for 1,000 shares. It's over on MULN. That's kind of nuts. So MULN. What's the 13 EMA? 1294. MULN. Let's see where this one opens on up at. Guys, MULN live. MULN right now, live at this time. MULN, I want to, got to refresh it real quick. Hold on, reset. MULN, guys, going all the way on up. MULN, nice move, has room to run up to 13 EMA. Remember, $12 plus, we can start seeing some entries. $12 plus, guys, we can start seeing a little bit of popping. We can start seeing a little bit of entries. We can start seeing a little bit of momentum. So we want to make sure every single trader is all set, ready to go on this one. Are we getting halted again? MULN is actually getting halted once again on this play. So this play still going on up. This play still, trying to rip. Okay, so this is pretty nuts. I want to try to get this. Order entry. Oh, I want to. MULN could be a trade for real money here. So this one actually just got halted again. So MULN, keep your eyes on this one. MULN, eyes peeled over on this play. Obviously, this one has a ton of potential. And we're going to see, can we go up to like $13 plus? I'm trying to see how much higher this thing is going to, rip and run up towards. Let's see where this one is going at. So if you had to take a guess, if you guys had to take a guess how high MULN is going to get up towards, it is probably going to get up towards that 13 EMA mark. 13 EMA is at the price of $21.52. So $21.52 over on this play. And I am out of the tournament. Guys, I'm out. Guys, I'm out of the tournament, unfortunately. Ugh, tournament. Man, I had fun, though. That was a blast. That was a lot of fun. That was a blast to do that tournament. Let's see. How much higher can this thing really get up towards? So what do you guys think? What do you guys think the high is going to be? What do you guys think the high is going to be over on this play? I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say MULN is going to break on up towards the high 13s. I think that this thing has been moving pretty good. I think we could have a very nice gap up and actually, start, dropping from there. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say the high 13s is where you can go ahead and do some put contracts and get involved over on this play. So I'm thinking high 13 region. All right, traders, let's see what we have here. Let's see how much higher this thing's going to go. Everyone take a look at it. www.nasdaqtrader.com/trading. Holtz. MULN. 11:35 and 47 seconds. So we still have about another minute and a half. Another 2 minutes. So we have MULN going to be unholted at 11:35 and 47 seconds. I'm thinking like 1390. I'm thinking 1390, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be somewhere near that high. That's kind of my goal. 1390s up towards around that high area. Then we start seeing it reversal. Then we start seeing a drop. So MULN, man, what a spike this one is having right here. I feel like MULN always gets random little spikes during the day. Don't you guys feel like that? I feel like MULN is one that traders talk about a lot. I feel like MULN is one of those plays that people are always kind of bringing on up. Traders, we have 47 seconds. 47 seconds here, team. Let's do it. All right, traders, we are going live here. In the next 10 seconds, all eyes over on MULN. 10 seconds over on MULN. Let's see. I'm guessing on my prediction, 1390. I'm thinking like 1390s. That's where I'm guessing. 1390s. And we are live. Gap down. Live gap down. Are we going to be able to spike back on up? We had a live gap down. Let's see if this is going to be able to hold high of the day, 1210 here. And we actually just had a little bit of spike back on up. Can we be able to keep on pushing? Guys, here goes. Oh, I thought we were going to break $12 there and rip. I still think we're breaking $12. What's the LULD? LULD right now is 1272. So this is getting a little bit choppy, to be honest. We did not have any sort of gap up right there. And having no gap up is definitely making things a little bit more difficult. So no gap up, definitely making things more difficult on this play. And definitely could easily turn and start dropping over on MULN as it's not having that gap up. And now it's starting to go crazy. Hold on. So now, hold on. We're hitting the LULD right now. LULD right now, traders. Where are we at? We just ran up towards 1256. It's still trying to push. 1256, still trying to push right now. LULD obviously getting crazy. 1256, still trying to push on up. That's obviously the goal. Traders are all over this play right now. Now it's going up towards that $13 mark as we talked about. $13 high, traders. Watch this. I'm thinking high 1390s. High 1390s for this play. High 1390s over on the stock. What do we get to a high today? 1290 high? It looks like it still wants more. Still looks like it wants more, traders. We got 1250 so far. A lot of people are all over this play looking to see, can we be able to spike on up even more? Can we be able to climb? Can we be able to move? Can we be able to rip? Can we be able to run? Oh, but here comes a little bit of that drop. Here comes a little bit of that fade. Every time it has had a red candle, though, it's always held. Every time it's had a red candle, it's always held. It's always been able to hold its gains very well. So look at this, guys. We had red candle, then we had lots of greens. Red candle, we had lots of green. Red candle, we had lots of green. Red candle, we had a massive green. So every time it even drops, it seems like it's holding its gains, though, extremely well. It's going to LULD on the downside. It's not until 1085. So obviously, as you guys can see, we have so much room that we could be able to fall still. 1085, it's not getting halted anytime soon. MULN, still watching this play. Does have some good volume. 4 million shares going through it right now. MULN kind of doing the setup that it's been doing, which is green candle, red candle, red candle, big green candle, then usually a red candle. Let's see if it's going to be able to kind of do that same pattern. Let's see if it's going to be able to hold on up on that same setup, on that same pattern, on that same idea here. Oh, here's another red candle. Can we start turning? Can we start dropping? Can we start, dumping all the way? There's 1127. We're definitely seeing the weakness now, traders. We're definitely seeing weakness out of this play. Room to fall, 1092, I would give it. 1092, old Holt area. Usually the old Holt area is usually the best bounce place. So if this one does start falling, 1090 is going to probably be the best dip buy and bounce area for you. So 1090 would be your target for a dip buy or bounce play if anyone is interested on that. If you're not interested on it, then no big deal, you're good. Still trying to, squeeze on up. Also, traders, just want to say while we're watching MULN, this is the final live commentary stream until next week. Yes, the market is open tomorrow. I will have the live stream up and the scanners cooking, but traders, this is the last live stream of the week. Why is that? I personally do not want to be trading whatsoever at all the day before Christmas, the day before a big holiday celebration. So personally, traders, I am not going to be putting myself in any position at all to be trading tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will have the stream up. Tomorrow, I will have the scanners all good and ready to rock for you guys. But today is the last day of the live commentary before we have our Christmas break. Christmas break will be tomorrow, will be Saturday, Sunday, and of course you guys have off on Monday for actual Christmas time. So team, we are coming on down to a little bit of an end. We got about 15 minutes left here, and then we'll be all set, ready to rock. AK says he'll be live, all set, ready to go for tomorrow as well. So that's going to be awesome. He's going to be live. But I do want to open up the floor here. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, anything along these lines? Any questions, comments, or concerns at this moment for anyone over on YouTube, anyone over on Tradecaster, anyone with any sort of questions, comments, or concerns, obviously. Want to make sure that you guys are all set, good to go before we start wrapping some things on up. Traders, what a fun week it was. We know we only have we only have 1 week left of New Year's. Next week's going to be very choppy. I want you guys to be able to celebrate this few days off. I want you guys to enjoy the few days off, sit back, relax, have fun. But I also want everyone to be safe, right? No one drink and drive. No one be stupid along those areas. Have fun. Enjoy time either with your family, or if you want to be alone, enjoy that time as well. If you guys, again, don't have anyone to celebrate, Christmas with, hey, give me a text, give me a call, DM me. I would love to call you and say Merry Christmas if, that is going to bring Christmas to you. I want to do anything I possibly can, but I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. And, always working with you guys every single day. Stock trader, you having a turkey? I am not having a turkey. I will tell you right now, that was last month. Okay. So last month I had the turkey. Traders, right now, MULN's gearing up for another pop. It is gearing up for another pop. It's gearing up for another move. It's gearing up for another, slice and dice of this type of play right here. MULN, keep this one on high watch and high alert at this time. If it goes back underneath, I'm going to say this. Watch the uptrend. Watch the uptrend here. This uptrend is probably everything for you. So the uptrend is basically everything that you guys need. As long as it, stays, as long as this play, stays right around this area, it still is going to be considered bullish. Once it cracks this line, that's when bearishness can start moving on through. Here comes again the S&P, here comes MULN trying to again get a little bit of a push, trying to get a little bit of squeeze, a little bit of a dump back on down here. And MULN, we will watch this. I will hold MULN on the tournament as long as it allows me to hold it. If it ever does come all the way back down towards $8, beautiful, I'll take it, right? So if it ever can come all the way back down towards $8, beautiful, and I will take it when that happens. Here, guys, here's the pop. Here's the pop. Here's the pop. Traders, here's the pop. Oh, we just had an attempted pop. It's still trying to make it happen. Still trying to make it happen for the pop. So the pop is still an attempted breakout right now over on MULN. MULN's going for it. MULN's going for it right here, traders. MULN is going for it right here and right now. So MULN going for it right here, right now. Looking for that $13 break up towards 15 bucks. That is obviously the goal here. And it seems like this green candle, look, we still have higher lows. If you want to short this play, short it when it cracks this area. Sound good? So if you want to short this play, short it once it cracks at 1230. Once it cracks 1230, be a much better area for you guys. Make sense? All right, awesome. Hey, other than that though, ladies and gentlemen, tournament for me is over. We'll keep our eyes peeled over on MULN. But for me, I'm going to kick off this Christmas vacation and get ready to rock and roll and spend some time with family and friends. Traders, good luck if you guys are trading MULN. Have a wonderful and absolutely wonderful Christmas break. And I will see you guys back here bright and early on Tuesday morning. Have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy it, team. Have some fun. Be safe. And if you need anything at all, as always, please let me know. Guys, have a good one. Help me wrap this one on up. You guys know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it, team. In 3, 2, 1. Baby, oh baby, oh baby. I love this team. I love you guys. And I want everyone to enjoy the rest of their day. Enjoy some MULN trading right here and have a fun one. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of our traders. Thank you, guys.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit